YouTube, what's up? All right, so this live is still loading, but I'm assuming it's live because normally when I come live, this piece is normally caught. Yeah. So we're live on YouTube. All right, so let me peep what is going on YouTube. So we're live on YouTube. All right, so what's up, people on YouTube? I'll turn in.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anyways, YouTube, we'll start in a few. Let me just go live on TikTok simultaneously as well. So we're doing 500 questions. At least that is the aim. Let's see how much we will reach. All right, let me go live on TikTok one time. So, um, yeah, so we live on TikTok and YouTube. So let's roll. Let me share this live on Facebook and then we'll start. Let me share this live on Facebook and then a few groups that I'm in. We live, let me just keep talking before TikTok ban me. All right, so what's up, TikTok? We live, share it live. We're on YouTube as well. If you want to hop over there. Anything else I gotta do? Yeah, man. Oh, let me share it on Facebook. Five hundred MCQs.
Sir, make sure we put all the exclamation marks.
I can put in the
Show
exclamation mark.
emphasis.
I can
The
put in
English
live.
exam just finished. Yeah, the English exam just finished, so people know.
All right. Good. So, all right. So, yeah. So that's it. I think that's all the places. Posts. All right. So we live. Let's get started. So we direct on time. All right. Let me head over back to Facebook now. Let me head over back to YouTube. Yeah. So let's go. So what's up, folks? Let's go. We kicking the ball started. We rolling. I think this is where I left off the last time I ended the live, so I'll continue here. Obviously, I worked from number 1 to 30 for this year paper. So I'll finish off this paper, then I'll head over to the other questions. All right, so we live, and I don't know how long we'll go. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, we beat any maths again. Yeah, let's roll. So item toward the one to so I have on my live, I have Danielle. You can pop on camera just now. A few other students may join in. A few of my students may join in as well. So we're gonna be hearing from them. They're keeping me company. You know, normally when they are here, that means we're going long, right? So let's grow. So the line, item toward one, toward three, four to the following circle, whose center is O. So remember, you can drop the answer in the comments before me. Remember, don't forget to share the live, share it in a group, share it on in your WhatsApp group, your TikTok group. I don't know how else I would share it. You're young, right? So the line labeled OB is referred to as so OB would be this line here. So is referred to as, so O is the center, B is to the circumference. So we know that is the radius, which is C. All right, nice and easy to start off. All right, so yes, I am live on YouTube. So if the circumference of this circle is 15 cm, the whole circle is 15, then the length of the minor arc, so minor arc would be the smaller part, in cm is, so we know the length of this minor arc is open 120 degrees. So the length of the minor arc would be 120 degrees over the total number of degrees that we have in the circle, which is 360, multiplied by the perimeter or the circumference, which is 15. Let me see if anything else we got to do. No, just that they want. So we see that answer there is simply D. So this one that I'm looking at, this is January 2026. After I'm done with this, because this is where I left off the last time. After I'm done with this, I'll move on to the whole bunch of questions that I have. All right, so of course I can't leave that one hanging. So to our three, our water tank has volume 172,000 cm cube. The capacity of the tank in liters. So the relationship between capacity and volume. So we know cm cube. We can convert cm cube to liters. So to convert this 172 cm cube to liters, we just got to divide this here by 1,000, since 1 liter is equal to, I think, 1,000, 1,000 cm cube. So we divide this answer by 1,000, and this will give us the answer in liters. So this zero go with that zero, this zero go with that zero, this zero go with that zero. So this answer here is B, 172. How are we looking? How are we looking, TikTok? Big up the people that are here from the start. So if you're here from the start, drop it. I feel like I get an abuse. Let me see. Oh, some people in the waiting room. Oh, Lord, let me let them in. So some of my students are in the waiting room. I see they're abusing me. They message me abusing. They gotta learn to be early. So we just start. So if you're here from the start, drop a name, drop a comment, drop a name if you're here from the start. So that when I finish, I want to so let me hold on. If you have it on your camera, hold on. Let me see. Let me change the settings of this camera. What up?
I've been in the waiting room very long.
I've been waiting real long. Okay. So yeah, let me change the settings of that camera so that TikTok doesn't ban us. All right, so I see the names of the person. So when I ask back this question at the end of the session, I'll take note of these names. Who the persons who are here since the beginning. Remember, we're going long. We're going to 500 questions. All right, so as you can see, some of my students are here on the chat, right? Here in the Zoom. You know, when they are here, we're going long. All right. So I noticed the last video I posted on TikTok, a lot of Jamaicans looked at it. So big up the people from Jamaica. Big up the people from Jamaica, man. Beautiful accent. So in a rectangular garden plot that is 15 meters long and 12 meters wide, an area of 80 meters squared is used for a vegetable garden. What is the area of the plot? What area of the plot is not used for the for vegetable gardening? So we see we got this area, we got this draw this rectangle, so it's 15 by 12. And out of this whole piece that we got here, 80 meters square is used for a vegetable garden. So let's find the area of this total piece. So remember, no calculator, we just gotta do this the traditional way, 15 times 12. Put a 0 under the 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 5s 10. 2 1s 2 and 1 3. So this here is 180. So 180 meters cube is the area of the whole thing. And if 80 meters is used for the vegetable garden, of course, 180 minus 80 is 100. 100 meters is not used. All right, so that is A. Nice and easy. So item 35, mirrors this little piece. So an aircraft leaves A at 1600 hours and arrives at B at 1930 hours, traveling at an average speed of 550 km per hour. A and B are in the same time zone. So Kamisha, I think Kamisha, I think you on the live stream, right? Yeah, I must move up your hand a little so that TikTok don't ban this live, right? So because I don't know, for some reason TikTok doesn't like when you're still. So yeah. The distance from A to B in kilometers is so we see the thing was traveling at 550 km per hour. Every hour, this is how much it traveled. So let's find how many hours or how long this aircraft moved from A to B. So we start at 16, we go to 19, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19. So 3.5 hours the journey took. So we can say 3.5. So 3.5 hours the journey took. And it was traveling 550 every km, every hour. So we just got to multiply 550 by 3.5. So let's carry this to the end. So we'll have 550 multiplied by the 35. So you bring this point to the end, we'll bring it back in when we finish. So you put a 0 underneath here, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 5 is 15. 3 5 is 15 and 1 16. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25, 25 and 2, 27. So 0 and 5, 7 and 5 is almost 12. Put the 2 in there, put this 1 at the top there. 1 and 6, 7, 7 and 2, 9, and bring down the 1. And remember, you move this out one time, so we got to bring this back in one time. So the thing, the distance was 1,925 meters, which is D. All right, how we looking? How we looking? How we looking? So remember, this paper one will test your ability to do these simple multiplication. Remember, you don't have this tool, right? You don't have this tool, which is the calculator, right? If you have a calculator and you sit in exam this year, give it to your sibling, give it to your cousin, give it away. All right? We don't need that anymore, hopefully.
No, I will need it for future references.
Okay. All right. Give it away for now. All right. So big up the people who commented on the chat and answering questions if anybody has, because I can't see all the comment. So the distance around the lake is 8 km. On the map, the distance around the lake is represented by a length of 2 cm. The scale on the map is, so let's convert everything to 1 unit. So let's convert this 8 km to cm. So 8 km to cm. So we do the mnemonic. The people on the chat, yeah, remember this mnemonic? What is the mnemonic? To do conversion. My students on the call. Oh,
Many Chinese died, many days Hong Kong.
well, many Chinese died, many days Hong Kong. Beautiful mnemonic. So we converted from km to cm. So we put 0 until we reach cm. So 1 km is equal to, this is 100,000. 1 km is equal to 100,000 cm. So that means 8 km will obviously be 800,000 cm. And the scale will be 2 to 800,000. All right. Of course, we got to break this down. So we divide both sides by 2 to get the scale in a lower form. So the 2 divided by 2 is 1. 800,000 divided by 2 would be 400,000. So this answer here is 1 to 400,000, which is D. And may I share the life, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, beating the maths again. I gotta add that slogan into my show. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, we're beating the maths again. Yeah. Item 37 refers to the following diagram, which shows a cuboid. So we got a cuboid going on here. So the volume of the cuboid is 320 cm cube, and the height is 8 cm. If the cuboid has a square base, whose length is 8 cm, what is the value of h? So we know the formula to calculate volume of a cuboid is length times width times the height. Now they told us that this base is squared, right? So instead of length times width, we'll just have length times length, all right? Because it's a square base. So let's put in the things that we know. We know the volume is 320. So instead of volume, we'll have 320 is equal to the length, which they told us is 8. So this will be 8 times 8 times the height, which is what we want to find. So 320 is equal to 8 times 8 is 64 times the height, which is h. So to solve this, we just got to divide 320 by 64. So 320 divided by 64 is equal to the height. So the height will be, let me see, we don't have calculators, we got to do this quick. Here, we don't know the answer is not that. So let's see, I think this answer will be 5, eh? 64 is 64 and 64 is what, 128? 120, yeah. So 5 is the answer, right? A. 64, 164, 64 into this 5. All right. The area of a triangle is 60 cm squared and its height is 10 cm. What is the length of the base of the triangle in cm? Actually testing these two questions are testing the same kind of understanding. Anyways, we're not here to critique the question. So let's go. The area of the triangle is 60. So you know the formula to find area of a triangle is half base times the height. So we can also write this as area is equal to base times height divided by 2, the same thing, right? So the total of the area is 60 cm. So 60 is equal to the base. So you want to find the base times the height. The height is 10 divided by 2. So, we carry this 2. This will become 60 times 2 is 120 is equal to 10b. So we divide both sides by 10. So we get the base is equal to 12. So 12 is the answer B. And you can also try this out. So half times the base, which is 12. So half of 12 is 6 times the height, which is 10. And indeed, that will give me 60, right? You shouldn't be getting these questions wrong in multiple choice. I shouldn't get in these questions wrong in multiple choice at all. Who on the call? Who on the call? Kumisha, who else? Let me see if anybody else in the waiting room. Oh, Lord, Amber in the waiting room. Let me admit Amber.
We started leaving people in the waiting room. Not nice.
Oh, yeah. So we got
I think we're just waiting on Stamina. Yeah, Sam.
okay. All right, yeah, Lalchan, Christian, Amber, welcome. So we got this one here now. We're going straight to 500. That's the aim. We aim in. Let's see if we'll make it. Let's see who will make it. That is the aim. Share it live, right? Share it live. Share it live on YouTube. So item 39 to 41 report the following table, which shows the number of books that 58 students bought at a sale. So how many students bought no more than 6 books? No more than 6 books. We know. I see GPL commenting good night, Leon. I know this is not the real GPA. I know that I need. Hold on, let me pin GPL comment.
No, I replied, don't cut off with current.
I know that is not the real GPL. I know that is not the real GPL. But it is. How many students bought no more than 6 books? No more than 6 book means it can't go beyond 6, right? So no more than 6 would mean 6 and below. So no more than 6. This would be all these people here. So that means we gotta add all these numbers here. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 13 plus 11. So let's do some primary school maths. 18 and 8 and 3, that is 8 and 3, that is 11, 11 and 2, 11 and 1, 12. So put the 2 in there. So all these ones will be 4. So far, the 2 students bought no more than 6 books. So D. All right. Next one, the mode number of books bought at the sale. So the mode number of books would be the one that got the highest number of students. The mode number of books would be the one with the highest number of students. So we see we got 13 students here. So the mode number of books would be 5. All right. Some people would while up and go and put, oh, the mode is 13. Some people would while up and go and put 13. And then come out the answer, say, hey, the exam was easy, boy. The exam was, we beat up the exam. And this is the exam that they beat up, putting 13 as the answer. Remember, more number of books, the answer got to come from the top here. So don't while up and put the 13 at all, right? And cause yourself. Median number of books the students bought at the sale. So median number of books, these are my favorite kind of questions. Median would be the middle one. So if you got 58 students, median would be n plus 1 divided by 2. So this would be 58 plus 1 divided by 2. So 58 plus 1 is 59. 59 divided by 2. Let me see, 58 divided by 2 is how much? 29. 58 divided by 2 is how much by? 59 divided by 2. Let me see, this is close to 66. 29, 29.5, 29 and a half. So 29 and a half, right? 29 and a half. So this means the median will fall between the 29th number and the 30th number. This is where the median will fall. This is what this 29 and a half represents. Between the 29th number and the 30th number. So let's see where we can find the 29th and the 30th number. So we see we start off in 9. 9 and 9, 18. We reach the 29 yet. 18 and 13. 18 plus 13. Let's see if we'll pass the 29 there and go to 30. So 8 and 3 is 11. And yeah, so this is 31. So yeah, the 29th number would be 5 and the 30th number would be 5. So that means 5 and 5 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the median number of books bought would be 5. All right, which is A. Somebody asked the right question. Who going straight to 500? Who stay until the 500? Right? That's a good question on YouTube. So item 42 and 43 for to the following pie chart, which shows the popular games played by a group of students. If 180 students play football, how many students play basketball? All right, how many students play basketball? 180 play football. Football. Football is here. 180 students. How many play basketball? All right, so we can actually use this 180 because this 180 represents a quarter of this thing. So if 180 is quarter, we can find how many students in total. All right, so if a quarter is 180, we can find the remainder by just multiplying 180 by 4 because a quarter represents that, and this thing got 4 quarters. So if you multiply the 180 by 4, you get that. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. Putting it here. 4 ones 4 and 3 7. So 720 students we got in total. And if 720 we got in total and 30% play basketball, we got to find 30% to get how many students play basketball. So 30%, which would be 30 over 100 multiplied by 720. This 0 go with that 0. This 0 go with that 0. 72 times 3. 326. 3 7 7 3 is 21. To 16, which is B. All right, B. Hold on, like a multiply around or nah, man. Nah, man. All right. See some people saying it's C. I scraping for the grade one. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to get all 60, right? All 60. So according to the pie chart, the sector angle representing cricket is cricket. So we got to find what the angle that's representing the cricket. So we know tennis is 30 degrees. Football would be, since it's quarter, it would be a 90 degrees. And basketball is 30%. So we can't say it's 30 degrees. It's 30% of the total thing, right? So let me make this a bit smaller. So we can find 30% of 360 to get how many degrees the basketball representing. So 30 over 100 multiplied by 360. Here's the thing, if you can't find percentage in multiple choice, if percentage is your weak area, I would say you're doomed and the math's gonna beat you in paper one. Because percentage is like, I don't know, it's in almost everything, eh? So this will go, this 0 go with that 0, this 0 go with that 0. 3 times 36. 36 times 3 would be 3 6 is 18. 3 3 is 9 and 110, 108 degrees. So this is 108 degrees. So therefore, the remainder will be, so when we add 90 plus 36 plus 108, 8 and 6 is 14. 9 and 110 and 3 13. And 2 to the 4. So 2 to the 4, cricket will be the remainder. So 360 minus 2 to the 4. Bar 1 from this becomes 5. So 10 from 4 is 6. 3 from 5 is 2. 2 from 3 is 1. So 126, which is beautifully C. See Daniel in the chat helping out. Good job, Daniel. Item 44 refers to the following contingency table, which shows the results of a survey of 125 people who are asked whether they have an Instagram account, Facebook account, or neither. So yeah, Instagram or Facebook. For me personally, Facebook is better than Instagram. I don't know. I don't know how I would read news on Instagram. Oh yeah, I would read news on Instagram. Oh yeah, I was reading news on Instagram. My students. Oh yeah, I would read news.
Who read news, sir? We don't read news.
Wow. God help this generation. The commission said they don't read news. Wow. Anyways, there we go. There we go. A person who has an Instagram account is chosen at random. What is the probability that that person also has a Facebook account? So the person who has an Instagram account is chosen at random. Very important. So this will tell us, the person who's chosen at random will tell us how much the total will be. All right. So the total will be 100. So 100 people is what we could choose from. So this will be over 100. And I want to know is the probability that this person also has Facebook, right? Also has a Facebook. So we see have Facebook, 36 people. So 36 over 100. All right, so we can break this down. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 100 divided by 2 is 50. All right, we can go further. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So 9 over 25. All right, I see that answer there as B. So I say, what is news? What is news? Wow. I never read newspaper. Whereas bad people don't print newspaper anymore. Or probably newspapers print. No, I don't buy newspaper. I gotta
Yeah, them old people just buy newspaper.
still buy newspaper? Okay. Anyways, I must read the news so I can know what's going on. Know what's going on in the world. Daniel, do you read the news?
So, so me,
Yeah, do you read the news?
do indeed, yes.
Okay, see, and I gotta read the news, right?
So
Uh-huh.
I think a old.
I, all right, I didn't see it, right? You said it, right? Anyway, so what is the equation? Which of the following functions represent equation of the straight line? Giveaway mark, equation of the straight line. We know the general form is y equal mx plus c, right? The highest power got to be 1. So this out, and what is doing at the bottom? The x gotta be at the top. So this answer here is C. This is a giveaway, easy as it can get. All right. All right. The point where a linear function crosses the horizontal axis. So we got the axis horizontal. Horizontal is straight across. Horizon, the sun. So this is the horizontal axis. So the part of the linear function crosses the horizontal axis. Um, it's crosses the x-axis, so we can say it's the x-intercept, which is D. All right. If it crosses the vertical axis, then we'll say it's the y-intercept. But horizontal axis, x-intercept. 47. Item 47 refers to the following mapping diagram. So the relationship that best describes the mapping diagram is, so you want to think of these things as, and I'll say, I put this thing in real life. This represents a boy, this represents a girl, depend on the relationship. See, this first one here, this is one going to this person here. And then we got this person also going to the same people. So this is many going to one, all right? Which is not what you want in real life. You don't want that kind of relationship in real life. You want a one-to-one relation. But sometimes in life you have situations like these, which is one going to many, a one to many. And then you have many to one as well. So think of it as real life. So we see this is a one going, well, many going to one. And then once again, we got another many. This one here, we got another many going to one as well. So this is a many to one relation, which is a C, right? For it to be a many to many, it has to have a combination of both a one to many, and a many to one. As long as you got a combination of both of those, then it's a many to many. Other than that, So this one is a many to one. Many go into one. Many go into one. You don't want that in real life though. One to one we want in real life. So number 48. Number 48. What is the gradient of this straight line? So some people do while up and go and say, all right, by the gradient of this straight line, we got 2y is equal to negative 3x minus 8. Some people while up and go say, all right, by the gradient is negative 3. Pop, while up, while and mean, as what do you man name? 450 said, while. And then they come out say the exam was easy, boy. The exam was good. We topped the exam. Exam was food, and this is the food. We gotta be careful, right? We gotta make sure that this thing is in the general form, which is y has to be by itself. So we gotta take over this 2, right? 2 is multiplying, take it over, divide. So we have y is equal to negative 3x over 8, all divided by 2. All right. So we can write this as y is equal to negative 3x over 2 minus 8 over 2. So the gradient will be the norm in front of the x, which is negative 3 over 2, which is b. So don't while up, folks. Don't while up, don't while up, don't while up. All right? All right, it's a good evening. Is this coming in the exam? Wow. God help this generation. Why? I don't know what's coming in the exam, man. Oh, man. Oh, if this was coming in the exam, you feel I would have been live working the exam papers. Jail, I want to go, man. Famo, everybody on the live would have been going to jail. Everybody on the live. TikTok and
Would you
Facebook.
not go for your beautiful student,
If I
like,
won't go for,
as a role model?
if I won't go for it,
Wouldn't you go for your students, like,
if I won't go jail for y'all.
as a role model?
Yeah, yeah. Um, we can, yeah. So I'll volunteer Daniel. Daniel is I'll volunteer Daniel or Christian to go on behalf of
I
my.
I always go into jail for somebody. What?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm gonna block.
God.
I'm gonna block a Rancy Marco. Rancy Marco gonna block you. Careful. Give you another
Sir,
chance, right?
sir,
Yeah.
we could use the donation 5 cents as bail money. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let me go. Remember, we gotta reach 500. We gotta reach 500 by Gaffy, right? So if h of x is equal to 3x minus 2 over 5, then h of 4 is equal to also 3 times x, 3, which is 4, minus 2 all divided by 5. So let me see, 3 fours 12, 12 subtract 2 is 10 over 5. 10 divided by 5 is hold on, 2, right? Which is C. What is the value of, so this is FF inverse of X. All right, what is the value of FF inverse of X? Wait. Okay, now there. Oh, shucks. Hold on. YouTube, TikTok, y'all still seeing the screen? Yeah. Hold on, this what happened there, why?
No, sir, the screen isn't showing.
All right, oh, shucks. Let me see what's going on. How did that happen? Say, I make it a face properly, I'll open thing, right? How did that happen? All right, take it back now, right? Somebody say, I smile now. I think it back now. So we have to find, so let's write back the function. F of x is equal to 5 minus 2x Yeah, like, I come alive more often. Oh, yeah, I come alive more often. It's be better than me going live alone. Anyways.
We will be gone soon.
Yeah, true. Somebody is gonna take over your spot next year. Oh. All right. So let's find F inverse of one for us. So let's find F inverse for us of X. So we can replace this F of X with Y. This is equal to 5 minus 2X. And then we interchange the X and the Y. So this will be X is equal to 5 minus 2Y. Then we make Y the subject. So we carry over this 5, it will become x minus 5. And we carry over the minus 2 one time, all divided by negative 2. And this is equal to y. So then we can say f inverse of x is equal to x minus 5 all over negative 2. So we learned this for paper 2, right? Sadly, they didn't bring it. They didn't bring it, but at least we can still use it in the paper 1. So let's find f inverse of 1. F inverse of 1 would be equal to 1 minus, instead of x, we'll have 1 minus 5 all over negative 2. So 1 minus 5 is a negative 4 over a negative 2. So negative 4 divided by negative 2 is 2 negatives ago, so this will be going a positive 2. So f inverse of 1 is a positive 2. So instead of f inverse of 1, we can replace this f inverse of 1 with 2. So then we can find f of 2, and we put it in the function f of x. So we'll have f of 2 is equal to, we use its original function, which is 5 minus 2 times 2. So this will be 5 minus 2 2's 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So this answer here is simply 1. All right. All right. This is Komisha in the chat answering people. Nice. So yeah. Ooh, all right. All right. All right. Eh, why this thing keep coming cut enough? All right. So well, I'm a tablet drop out the race. Tablet is the force person to drop out the race. My tablet is the force person to drop out the race. Hold on, let me bring it back to life. Right? Tablet drop out the race by. Oh wow. Hold on, my tablet drop out the race. Let me bring it back. Oh Lord. Let me bring it back in the race. All right, you're back. Anyway, so yeah. The tablet back. So this one nearby, this one nearby, this one here is a freshie. All right. CXC really went all out on this one. So item 52 and 51 refer to the following speed time graph, which shows a cyclist's journey along a straight path. All right, based on the graph, which of the following statements about the cyclist is true? So let me see. Let's read each one. So those of you that don't like to read it, don't like reading this one here, will be trouble. So the cyclist accelerates at 0.1 meters per second for 50 seconds, rests for 190 seconds. So let's see what's going on in this graph. So in this graph, we got the speed at the side here, and we got the time. So this speed, whenever, for example, I they're traveling from 6 to 6 here, that doesn't mean that they're resting. That means they're traveling at a speed of 6 meters per second. So we can't say that they rest for 190 seconds. So that is out. All right. So let's see. The cyclist starts at a constant speed of 6 meters start at 6 meters per second, 6 meters per second, accelerate for 190 seconds, accelerate at a constant rate for 190 seconds, and then decelerates in the last 30. So let's see, did it start at a constant speed of 6 meters per second? Nah, they didn't start at 6 meters. They started the journey here at rest. So this one is out. This one is out as well. So let's see. Now C look promising. So from rest, the cycle it decelerates or nah. So that's already out. They didn't decelerate, they accelerated. So that one is out as well. So gotta be D. By method of elimination, the answer should be D, right? So let's see. From rest, the cycle accelerates at a constant rate of 6 meters per second after 50 seconds. So let's see. Constant rate 60 meters after 50 seconds. So 50 seconds would be right here indeed. So yeah, that is true. Maintains this speed for 190 seconds. So indeed, it maintained the speed. And then it decelerates the last 30 seconds. So indeed, it decelerates the last 30 seconds. So ding, 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 ding. D is the answer. Right? D is the answer. How are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking YouTube? YouTube is live. YouTube is alive today, man. Normally TikTok would be alive, but YouTube is alive and well. Big up to YouTube. Big up to the folks on YouTube. Let me see. Rep your country in the chat. Rep your country flag in the chat. Let me see the flags that we got. Rep your country flag. All right. Yeah. You got Guyana. All right. You got Jamaica, Trinidad. Let me see how good they are know the flags. You got Jamaica. All right. This one is over. Guyana, Jamaica, Guyana,
Sir, how you
GA.
know what the flag look like?
This one is what? This one, where's that? This one look like Grenada. Is it Grenada? Trinidad? All right. All right. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, but the Bayesian is in the chat. What's going on? Big up to the Bayesians in the chat. Big up to the Bayesians in the chat. Big up to all the Trini boys. Big up to the Jamaicans. Big up to the Jamaicans in the chat, man. R52. Cayman Island, big up to the Brazil. I think Brazil can be here, man. All right, so according to the graph, the average speed for the cyclist for the first 4 minutes of the journey, the average speed. So the average speed for the first 4 minutes. So they put first 4 minutes in bold because they want us to notice that. So let's see, first 4 minutes. Well, they give this thing in seconds. So 4 minutes to seconds would be how much by? So we got 60 seconds per minute. So this is 60 times 4. That would be 240 seconds. So 240 seconds would be right here. So they want the average speed for the first 240 seconds. All right. So here's the thing. They gave us the speed here, but they want the average speed. So here's the thing. This is how we find average speed. We know speed is equal to distance divided by the time. All right, so what we got to do, we got to find the distance and then divide that by the time taken, which is 240 seconds, and that will give us the average speed. All right. So we got to find the distance. So we know to find distance in the speed time graph, we got to find the area for this entire piece here. We know to find area, this is what? This is, all right, we can treat this as a triangle. This is a triangle and a rectangle. So let's find the area of the triangle. All right, area of the triangle is half base times the height. All right, so we see the base is 50. This is half times 50 times the height, which is 6. So half of 6 is 3. 3 times 50 would be 150. So the area is 150. And then let's find the area of this piece here. So we know the area for that is length times width. So the area is length times width. So the length, so gonna be the length, right? The length would be, so let me see, we counted in 20s, 16, 20. So let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18 and 10, 19, so 190. So 190 multiplied by the width, which is the same 6. All right, the math's right there. 190, it's 190 across here, right? Or we can just minus 240 from 50. 240 from 50, yeah, 190. So 190 times 6, 190 times 6, we don't have calculators, so we can do this a traditional way. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 nines, 54. 616 and 616 and 5, 11. So this is 1140. So the distance will be 1140 plus 150. So this will be 0, 9, 2, 1. So 1290, so 1290. So the speed will be 1290 divided by the time, which we found to be 240. So let's divide this 0, go with that 0. Hold on, by this math, right? Let me see. So we got 24 divided by this. So let me see. So let's do this a traditional way. So we just want just the first number we need, and we'll get the answer, right? So uh CXC was wicked here. So 24 can go into 129 how many times by? I think 5 times. So 24 can go into 129 5 times. So we know the number will be 5 point something. So we only got one number here that start off with 5, which is C. All right, so CXC was wicked here with this question. All right. Don't waste, my advice to anybody on this chat, don't waste time trying to find all the numbers. We know, because common sense will tell us that this answer is not A, it's not B. And of course, 1,290 divided by 240 can give you this answer here. So that's why it's common sense that the answer would be C. All right, don't need to do all the fancy calculations. Something I gotta use your brain, right? Use your brain. Some persons would be cruel and then try to find the exact answer, and they waste 10 minutes on this question, 10 unnecessary minutes. All right, so common sense. Use your common sense. It's multiple choice. You don't need the exact answer. You just need the first couple. All right, so we're wrapping up. So we got item 53 for us. So the following diagram, which shows a translation. In the diagram, the translation by which AB is mapped onto A prime, B prime is represented by. So you want to know how we move from here to here. All right. So we see we got 2 here and we reach to 4. That means we jump across 2 times. So this will be 2. And then we move from 5 and we go up to 6. So I'm going to move up 1 time. So the translation is 2, 1, which is B. All right. That's one way to do it. So if each exterior angle of a regular polygon is 60 degrees and the polygon is A, so if we talk about exterior angle, we got 60 degrees, we can find how many sides in this polygon by dividing 360, because that is the total number of degrees in an external in the external part of the whatever polygon, 360. The 360 divided by 60, this will give us how many sides we have, and then we can use that to determine the type of polygon. So this 0 go with that 0, 6, 1, 6, 6 into 36 is 6. So this shape is a 6-sided shape. So that means it is a, all right, well, This is a hexagon, right? I saw a comment and I was about to block the person, but they delete the comment, right? They repented before. They repented before. So we'll give them a chance, right? Give them a chance. I will know about to click block or ban or whatever you do. So yeah, careful, careful. So let's wrap up this paper. Star block. Tasha. Let me see who's Tasha. Let me see who's Tasha. Tasha, where are you? Let me see. Let me scroll up and see what Tasha said. Where's Tasha? Tasha needs to go. I ain't seen Tasha, man. I ain't seen her. All right, when Tasha come back here, tell me. I ain't seen the Tasha. Tasha said, no, I don't. Okay. So item 55 refers to the following diagram of a right angle triangle ABC. All right, so I see Tasha. Tasha? All right, yeah. Tasha, you're gonna rest a little for the rest of the afternoon. Cool out.
Okay. Iselshi.
Yeah, cool out, Tasha. Cool out, little in the in the timeout. So item 55 refers to the following diagram of a right angle triangle ABC. In the right angle triangle above, which of the following trigonometric ratio is equal to 4 over 8, right? So here on 4 over 8, so we got two reference angles. We got x and y. Let's use the x, since most of the thing at x inside. So if this x is the reference, you know this 4 will be the opposite, and this will always be the hypotenuse, right? So let's see the ratio. So you know, some old horses can always hear their owners approach. So we're looking for the opposite and the hypotenuse. So we see sine x, since that's the reference angle, is equal to the opposite, which is 4 over the hypotenuse, which is 8. So sine x is what we're working with. So D. Somebody says SOHCAHTOA. Yeah, SOHCAHTOA could work. I've been using some old horses since I was in secondary school, so and it stuck with me. But SOHCAHTOA. 56, item 56 refers to the following diagram, which shows the bearing of one point relative to the other. Beautiful question. Based on the diagram, the bearing of E from F. All right, I always put the emphasis on from. That's where we want to get the bearing. So the bearing of E from F is, so the bearing of E from F. So E is here from F. You know, we got to draw the north line all the way wrong. So we just got to identify this as being 85. All right, which is A. So we wrapping down, we cooling down. Item 58, 57. Item 57 refers to the following diagram. Remember, we'll be back again tomorrow at 6. Tomorrow at 6. If we work 300 today, we working another 300 tomorrow. All right, how much have we worked today? We working more tomorrow. All right, we back again tomorrow for those of you. Same time like today. All right, item 57 refers to the following diagram, which shows the graph of the line y equal x. If the line y equal x is rotated anti-clockwise, so we know the clock would normally go in that direction. Anti-clockwise means that direction. 90 degrees and its images. So if you rotate this 90 degrees here, This will come somewhere like this. And we know this is the beautiful line. It obviously, common sense, it obviously can be x equals 0 because x equals 0 would be this line straight through here. All right. It obviously can be y, well, x equal y, that is the same as y equal x. So it can be the same line. And obviously can be y equals 0 because that would be this line. So the answer is obviously A, which is y equal negative x. Item 58 refers to the following diagram, which shows a triangle within a circle. In the triangle, LM and MN are equal. The center, the circle is centered at O. What is the size of angle alpha? Daniel, you know these fancy symbols. What is that symbol here?
Let me just count alpha.
Daniel is
Eh.
able to any WhatsApp or we studying what?
What?
Advanced calculus
Huh?
so
Huh? Ay. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No. Let me do this 58.
do it,
Please.
let me hear you.
Yes. So we asking for angle A, right? So we got a triangle. Now any triangle, the internal degrees or the inside degrees always up to 180. Yeah, I know that, right? Good. So we also see it in the inside circle, right? So we can apply with the circle theorem knowledge that didn't get tested on the paper too, right? Because CXB bad this year, real bad, right?
Yeah, you answered
So
the
we
question
know that,
about
yeah. So we know that when we get a diameter, right? And we got two radiuses that two chords that's stretching out from each side of the diameter on the same side, that angle is 90 degrees, right? So we know angle M is 90 degrees. That's our good.
Mhm.
So we know everything is 180 degrees. So if we subtract the angle, 90 from 180, good. Oh yeah, 90. Good. So we know that the angle at L and the angle at N equal as well. The two of them equal, right? Because whenever we get the same arrangement, they're equal. So now we could just divide 90 by 2, which divide 90 by 2 and give you 45. So we know that angle A is 45.
It will be
Simple as that.
Daniel Vex with the circle theorem. All right, let's wrap up. So item 59 refers to the following pairs of similar triangle. The length of, so we got similar triangles mean, the angles are the same. They tend to increase or decrease in size. All right, so the length MO in cm is MO. MO would be this angle here. So we see if we take this, the length of this line and this line. So we see, if we divide this 6 by 2, we get a 3. So that means if we divide 7 by 2, we get MO, which is 3.5, which is simply B. So Kumisha be using in the chat. Kumisha is who upset you. Bob, Kumisha like you got black Bob. Let me block Bob. Let me put Bob in timeout. Bob, you can chillax.
The authority to block them too, sir.
Yeah, Bob can chillax a little in the timeout, right? Chillax a little. Drink a little water in the timeout. Quench your thing. So let's go. Under the translation -2, 3, the image of -5, 3 is. Wait. The thing said Bob was timed out by Leon Beaton for 86K seconds. What is a lot of seconds by 86K seconds? Wow. Anyway, so translation just means we just add the translation vector and the object. So they want the image. So to get the image, you just add these two together. So we'll have -5, 3 plus -2, 3. All right. So you add this together, you add -5 plus -2 and 3 plus 3. So this will be -5. This will become -2, which will give me -7. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 3, 7, -7, 6, which is simply C. All right. How we looking? How we looking, chat? How are we looking? Looking good? The people battling for the number one comment spot. So we done, we now start. All right, so give me 30 seconds. All right. 30 seconds, I'll be back.
Somebody counting?
Stay focused on maths.
Oh yeah, I think y'all doing the paper too. Y'all think y'all do good? Hmm?
Don't worry, you guys have this for paper one. We guarantee a 60 out of 60 for this paper one, right?
Anyways, so let's roll. So let's roll. Next part. So we're going quick. We're going fast with these questions here, right? Quick, 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 quick. So y'all gotta keep up, right? Somebody said the lowest grade is my grade. Yeah, don't worry, your words, your tongue is very powerful, right? So don't call it on yourself, right? Don't call it on yourself. All right. So we're going quick with these questions, right? As they pop up, you're rolling. Because we answering all the different ways in which these kind of questions can come from 2019 all the way to 2026, right? We're going quick, 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 quick. So as they pop up, some of them will repeat. So negative 3 to the second power plus negative 2 to the second power is equal to, we know this is negative 3 times negative 3 is 9 plus negative 2 times negative 2 is, oh shucks, I think I know what happened. I think when I jam a button, hold on, I gotta join back. Yeah, smile, I don't camera. Smile. So when I jam this button here, this thing cut off, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, so this would be negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So 9 plus 4 will obviously be 13, so this is C. So is it Christian, somebody name one general name for two? That is the name of somebody, Christian. I thought Christian saying one general never two. I was like, that is strange. Okay, I guess there's somebody name on TikTok. Okay. So what number when added to 1 and 1 over 3 gives 2? We know that is B. Give way mark, come on. 1.1 divided by 0.01 is equal to. So here's the thing about dividing these things. Let me write it back. So 11.1 divided by 0.01 So here's the thing. This is the divisor. We want to turn this into a whole number. This is what we learned in primary school, right? We turn the divisor into a whole number. So to turn it into a whole number, we move the decimal point there. And based on the amount of times we move the decimal point here, we also got to move the number that is being divided as well. So we jump 1, 2 as well. So this will turn into, so we got the extra space there is you add in a 0. So this will become 1,110 divided by 1, which is simply 1,110, which is D. All right. So light work there. 12.5% of a sum of money is 40. What is the sum of money? So we know the sum of money is 40 and 12.5 percent is that. So we can simply set up this as 40 over instead of 12.5, we can say 12.5. And this will give us what 1% is. All right, 40 divided by 12.5, this will give us the value of 1%. So then we multiply this here by 100 to give us what the whole sum of money is. All right, so 12.5 is half of 25, and we know 25 can go into 100 4 times. So that means 12.5 can go into 100 8 times. 4 times 8 is 32, and we add on the 0, so 320, which is B. All right. Are we going quick? We're going quick. We're going quick. We're going quick. This one here, a test was marked on the 60. A boy scored 60% of the marks on the test. How many marks did he score? Nobody should be getting this wrong. The boy scored 60% of the marks. So this is 60 over 100 times 80. This 0 go with that 0. This 0 go with that 0. 6 times 8 is 6, 8, 48. So this answer here is B. So the square root of 189 lies between, so we know 13 times 13 is 169. 14 times 14 is how much by? No calculator. So 14 times 14 would be 14 times 14. Let me see. 1 times 4 is that. 1 times that is that. 4, 4, 16. 4 ones 4 and 1, 5. Hold on, I gotta do something wrong. Yeah, 196. So yeah, so it 169 and 196. So the answer here is simply A. All right. We're going quick, quick, quick. Right out there's originally 160. So we move on to another year now, different set of questions. 2 over 3 squared is equal to, so we know 2 over 3 is the same as squared would be the same as 2 over 3 times 2 over 3. 2 2 is 4, 3 3 is 9, so 4 over 9, which is D. All right, the number 3.14063 written correct three decimal places. 3 decimal places, we know we count 1, 2, 3 numbers after the decimal point. The next number is 6, so it's 5 and more. We add 1 to the previous one, so this will be 3.141, which is B. We locked in, we locked in. Yeah, we go into 500. Let me roll. We locked in. I'm gonna share the live, right? We now start the 500. We know the probably like how much by, I don't know, far or something. So in standard notation, 208.06 is written as. So this original number is greater than 1, so the power got to be positive. So we jump this point to 1, 2. This will be 2.0806 times, and since you move 2 times, it will be 10 to the second power, which is A. All right, I see we locked in on YouTube. I love to see it. TikTok is locked in as well, but some persons on TikTok locked in. It can be negative because the original number is greater than 1, right? And also, if you move in that direction, the power will be positive. Next one. If 560 is shared in the ratio 2 to 3 to 9, the difference between the largest and the smallest shares is. So the most important thing to find in ratio, the most important thing to find in ratio is the value of one share, right? So if 560 is shared between all these here, so we just got to find the value of one share by adding up all of these shares here. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 and 9 is 14. So we can say 560 divided by 14. 14 can go into 5, 14 can go into 56. I think 5 times. 14 and 14. No, 14 can go into 56. Let me see, 14 and 14 times. 14 and 14 is 28, 28 and 28. So 4 times. So 4 times, 14 times 4 is 56. Anyway, so 56 times subtract, you get 0, bring down the 0. So 14 can go into 0, 0 times. So one share has a value of 40. And the one is the difference between the smallest and largest share. So the smallest share would be 2. So this would be 2 times 40, which will give us 80. And the largest share would be 9. So this is 9 times 40. 9 4 is 36. 36, so 360. So 360 subtract 80. This will be 0. Put a 1 there, so 16. This is 8. So it should be 2, right? If I 1 from it becomes 2. So 280, which is C. Somebody said they can't see the screen is blurry. Is it? Man. Don't do GTNT that at all. GTNT is reliable, eh? Everybody seeing the screen clear? GTNT is reliable, man. Nah, man, don't do GTNT that. Yeah. Don't do GTNT that at all, man. Not GTNT. Anyways, if it's 60% of a number is 90, what is 4/5 of that number? So 60% of a number is 90. So 60% of a number is 90. So this would be 90 divided by 60 times 100. This will give us what the number is. So this 0 go with that 0. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 3 1s 3. 3 into this is 30. So 30 times 5. 3 5 is 15. So 150. So 150 is the original number, right? 150 is the original number. So remember they don't want the original number, they want 4/5 of this number, so we got to be careful. So it's 4/5 times 150. 5 ones 5, 5 into 15, 3. So 4 times 30 would give us 120, which is C. So be careful, be careful. They want 4/5, not the original number. If they ask what is that number, then you put the 150, but they want what is 4/5. Right? So careful, careful. All right, so you work in multiple years, right? Different years for these kind of questions. You want to see how they will come. We're going through them. The first three common multiples of 3, 4, and 6 are the first three common multiples. So multiples, we know of multiples of 3 would be 3, 3, 6, 9, etc. Multiples of 4 would be 4, 8, 12, etc. Multiples of 6 would be 6, 12, 18, etc. So we want the first three common ones. So obviously, we see 0 is not a common multiple of any of these, so that is out. We see 4, we see these are not common multiples, so this is out. So we see 6 is a common multiple. 6 is a multiple of 3. 6 is not a multiple of 4, so that is out. We see 12 is a multiple of 3. 12 is also a multiple of 4. 6 is a multiple of 12, and it says the same thing for all. So the first three common multiples would be D. All right, carry on. So what percentage of 40 is 8? What percentage of 40 is 8? So we know 8 is what we're looking at. So we can say 8 over 40 multiplied by 100. This 0 go with that 0. 4 ones 4, 4 into 8, 2. 2 times 10 is 20. So you know this answer is B. This is a popular question, right? We should be good with that. All right, big up to it's oh gosh, let me pin this comment. Big up yourself, right? People in the future that are watching, subscribe, big up yourself, big up yourself. It's do oh gosh, can let me not pronounce the name. Big up yourself, like this comment. Right? Big up yourself. So 2 over 3 raised to the negative 2 power is, so we got a negative power. We want to get rid of that negative power. So in order to make this power positive, we got to flip this thing in this bracket. So this will become 3 over 2, and then it will be the positive power. So now we have 3 over 2 times 3 over 2. 3 3 is 9, 2 2 is 4. So 9 over 4, D. All right, this one, and we go until 500, right? We cooking. So square root of, so 17 squared, 17 times 17. 17 times 17, that is what by 0, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1, 7 7 is 49. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 be 11. So this is 9, 8, so 289. So 289 minus 15 times 15. I feel like I don't know this. This should be 225. All right, so when you subtract this, you should get 64. 289 subtract 225 is 64, and we square root 64. We get 8. All right, so C. So this one here, the square root of 191 lies between. So this is very similar to the one that we did earlier. We know 11 times 11 is 121. 13 times 13 is 169. So that is out. 12 times 12 is 144. 13 times 13 is 169. So we can't find the square root of that either. So we definitely know it can be the last one. So 13 times 13 is 169. 14 times 14 is 196, I think we found. So C is the answer there. All right, so we got 500 people watching on YouTube, 400 on TikTok. All right, YouTube, we winning on YouTube. All right, YouTube, yeah, I gotta recruit more people so that we can outshine TikTok. All right, TikTok, yeah, I gotta beat YouTube. It is a 999 times 101 has the same value as 99 times 101. So we know 99 times 100, and then we still got the one remaining. So this one still got to multiply this 99. So the 99 times 1. So you can say 99 times 100 plus 99 times 1. All right. So which one has that answer? D. All right. So D is the answer there. This is the popular one. There are 40 students in a class. Girls make up 60% of the class. 25% of the girls wear glasses. How many girls in the class wear glasses? So I'll go through this one very quickly. So we got 60 over 100 times 40. So this zero go with that zero, this zero go with that zero, 6 4 is 24. 25% of these girls wear glasses, so this will be 25 over 100 times 24. 25 ones, 25, 25 into 100, 4. 4 ones, 4, 4 into 24, 6. So the answer here is 6. So A, careful, careful. Remember, we're going quick, right? We're going quick. So we are January 2021 now. Wow, so quick we done. We reached 2021. What is the value of the digit 2 in the number 48.621? The value of the digit 2. So you know 2 will have a value of 2 over 100, right? The 6 will have a value of 6 over 10. And the 1 will have a value of 1 over 1,000. So we go with A, 2 over 100. All right, 22.2 divided by 0.02. So we know we did one like this just now. So 22.2 divided by 0.02. So we know we turn the divisor into a whole number. So we jump this 1 2 times, it becomes 2. And because we jumped that 2 times, we got to jump our number that is being divided 2 times as well. So 1, 2. We put a 0 in place where we stop here. So now we have 2. Well, 2,220 divided by 2. So 2 can go into 2 one time, 2 can go into 2 one time, 2 can go into 2 one time, 2 can go into 0 0 times. So 110, 100, 1,110, which is D. All right, cooking. Wow, YouTube, TikTok is coming for you, man. All right, big up yourself, TikTok. Big up yourself. All right. So we got this one there. We did this one just now. Standard notation. We got to jump this and put this between the first 2 digits. Jump 1, 2. This original number is greater than 1, so we know the power has to be positive. So this will be 2.0806 times 10, and we jump 2 times 10 to the second power, which is A. All right, YouTube, you're still in the lead, don't worry. Uh, don't worry. TikTok coming up sharp, coming up slowly but surely though. All right. This is another popular one. In a school, the ratio of the number of pupils to the number of teachers is 20 to 1. If the number of pupils is 840, how many teachers are there? So as I said earlier, the most important thing in a ratio is to find the value of one share. So they told us the number of pupils is 840, and the number of the ratio for pupils is represented by 20. So to find the value of one share, it will be 840 divided by 20. So this 0 go with that 0. 2 divided by 84 will give us 42. So 42 is the value of one share. We want to know how many teachers are there. So teachers represented by the ratio 1. So this is 1 times 42 will simply be 42, which is B. Are we locked in? We locked in. Y'all locked in? If you're locked in, drop a padlock. Drop a padlock. If the padlock
Sorry,
open, yeah.
sorry. I see some these YouTube people. People in YouTube got some nice energy. These people screaming.
Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
just
See,
shouting.
Right?
YouTube
And
going
the
on bad.
answers just coming in so quick, quick, quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
YouTube bad. TikTok shaping up too. I like TikTok energy. So if you
YouTube,
locked
we
in,
went good.
well, see, TikTok don't drop in the padlock. If the padlock locked, that means you're locked in. If it open, that means you're not locked in as yet. So yeah, drop the padlock. Let me see which one. All right. I see the padlock is closed for everybody. All right. Well, let's push. Let's push. All right. Love to see it. Anyways, what is the least number of apples that can be shared equally among 6, 10, or 15 children? Basically asking for the LCM of 6, 10, and 15. So let me see. 24 can be divided by 6, check. 24 can be divided by 10, so nah. So that is out. 30 can be divided by 6, check. 30 can be divided by 10, check. 30 can be divided by 15, check. So ding, 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 ding. B is the answer. All right, good. This one here, as I was telling my students today when we were doing this here, when I was in school, I used to, and this question pop up, I used to go and multiply this whole thing, right? Eh, cause this question was around when I wrote CXC, right? When I wrote CSEC. So you don't have to do all that though. Just crazy, right? So anyway, so if 4.3 times 0.37 is equal to 1.591, and then 0.43 times 370 is, so we just gotta, based on how many times you move the decimal point in this here, we do the same thing in the answer. So we see 4.3 turn into 0.43, so that means we move the point 1 time to the right. In the answer, we move it 1 time to the right as well. And then we have 0.37 turned into 3.70. So that means we jump 1, 2, 3 times to the right. So that means in the answer, since the point is here, we got to jump back 3 times to the right. So we jump 1, 2, 3. So this now will become 159.1, which is C. So you want to be careful with these kind of questions. Don't try to don't try to work on memory to answer these kind of questions because one slight move of the decimal point will change the whole answer. So I would advise anybody, if this pops up, work it out. Don't try this. Oh, this is a repeat, and then go and circle answer. Don't while up. Don't while up at all, right? So we're back again, May 2021. So let's go. Once again, we see the questions start to repeat. We can get more of it popping up, don't worry. So -3 raised to the second power, we know that is 9, plus -2 raised to the second power, we know that is 4. So we done work this just now. What percentage of 4 is 8? We even got work that we know that is 20. Can we just work that? But let me do it still though. 8 over 40 times 100. This 0 go with that 0. 4 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. All right, but we know that. We know that. All right, we know that. And once again, another one pop up again. So we got 235 times 48.7 is equal to 11,444.5. So they want what is 23.5 times 0.487. So we see based on the amount of times you move here, you move in the answer. So we see 235 turned into, the point is here, so we jump back 1 time. I mean, in the answer, we gotta jump back 1 time. And then we see 48.7 turned into 0.487. So we gotta jump back 2 more times. That means in the answer, we jump back a further 2 times. So this will become 11.4445, which is simply A. All right, we locked in, we locked in. Love to see it. We locked in, we locked in. You know, y'all know something? I only know, speaking to TikTok people, I only know today if you tap the screen, that counts as a like. Every time I come off, like, I would always want to know how is it that this thing has so many, the video got so many likes. It's only when I realize, I mean, I probably get him old.
Sir, you got to be
Y'all know that, I
kidding
wonder
me,
if you
right?
knew that on the chat, in the call. Y'all knew that?
Sir, you got to be kidding me, right? Right?
Okay. Y'all don't embarrass me. Let me continue. Let me continue.
I
Let me,
didn't know that either.
let me continue. Using this, see that?
Both we old at this point.
I think Daniel just trying to back you up, you know?
No, no, both we old.
Anyway, so let's go. Using the distributive property. So for the 9 times 17 plus for the 9 times 3. So here's the thing. This is saying for the 9 multiplied by 17 plus 3. All right. If we are to distribute this for the 9 times 17, we end up with this, please, plus for the 9 times the 3, which is what we have here. So this will actually turn into for the 9 multiplied by 17 plus 3 is 20. So for the 9, this is the same as for the 9 times 20, which is simply A. All right. So we cooking, we cooking, we cooking. All right, this one here, we know the answer from this was by looking at it. We know it's D. All right. So let's go. Let's work it out though. So the man gets 60% on the test. He went out to 80. So 60 over 8, 60 over 100 times 80. This zero go with this zero, this zero go with this. 6 times 8 is 48. All right. Locked in. All right, this one here is Dan sold party concert tickets in 5 days. Each day he sold 3 tickets more than the previous day. The number of tickets he sold on the third day is, so the man sold 40 tickets in 5 days. So each day he sold 3 more than what he sold on the previous day. So day 1, the man scored X tickets, sold X tickets. Plus day 2, the man scored X plus 3. Day 3, the man had on 3 more. Okay, he sold 3 more than he sold on the previous day. So he sold plus X plus, we add 3 to this, it becomes 6. Day 4, the man scored, well, sold, wow. The man sold X plus, we add 3 more to this is 9. Day 5, the man sold X plus, we add 3 more to this is 12. And in total, he sold 40 tickets. All right. So let's find how many tickets he sold on the third day. So we got to find for X first. All right. So let's add all the X. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5X. So this will be 5X plus 3 and 6, 9. 9 and 9, 18. 18 and 12 is 30. It's equal to 40. It's 5X will be equal to, we take over the 30 to become minus. So 40 minus 30 is 10. Hence, X is equal to, take over the 5, it will divide. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So X is equal to 2. So they want the number of tickets he sold on the third day. So on the third day, he sold X plus 6, which is, instead of X, it would be 2 plus 6, which is 8. So the man sold 8 tickets on the third day. A lot of tickets. All right, let's roll. So we back again, January 2022. We can look at this and get the answer. Let me see. The people are really cooking and beating this maths. Let me see. Drop your answer quick. Number 1. My ass slow. Daniel, you think they're too slow? Christian, you think they're too
Yeah.
slow? Who else on the call? I can't really see.
Yeah, this load is supposed to drop the answer within a second.
Yeah, good. So you know this answer is B. We can work it again. We work it enough time, man. Let me do it again. 8 over 40 times 100. This zero go with that zero. 4 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Right? Number 2. The number 3.14063 written correct to 3 decimal place. Come on, we know 3 decimal place 1, 2, 3. We add 1 to this, so this would be 3.141, which is B. All right, I love the energy now. I love it, love it. So, if 4.3 times 0.37 is equal to 1.591, then 0.43 times 3.70 is. So we see 4.3 turned into 0.43. So we jump this point one time in the air. So we got to jump the answer back one time. And then 0.37 turned into 370. So we got to jump back 1, 2, 3 times. So that means from here, we got to jump back 1, 2, 3 times. So this is 159.1, which is C. All right. All right. First three common multiples of 3, 4, and 6 are. So we know A is out. We know B is out. C looks promising, but 8 can be divided by 6. So that is out. Or 8 is not a multiple of 6. That means the answer is D. I know, I just realized there was a games held the other day called the enhanced games. Right? Anybody saw the enhanced games? You know, it's the equivalent to that to CSEC mathematics. The equivalence to the enhanced games would be paper one, but with calculator. That would be the equivalent. In the enhanced games, people are allowed to, use drugs and so on to run faster. The equivalent to that to CSEC maths is paper one with calculator. Probably something. Anyways.
But sir, you don't need anything to be the best runner.
Oh, they had the games. The games the people use the drugs and so on to see how fast they'll run. Anyway, so let's go. This 350 is shared in the ratio 2 to 5. The smallest share is the 350 shared in the ratio 2 to 5. The smaller share is, so we gotta find the value of one share. So 350 divided by, so we add up these two ratios, 2 and 5, we get 7. So 7 can go into 3, 7 can go into 35, 7 can go into 35 5 times. Yeah, 7, 5, 35. So this is 35. This will be 0. You bring down the 0, 7 can go into 0, 0 times. So 50 is the value for one share. So the smallest share would be 2 times 50, which is simply 100, which is C. This one, come on, drop the answer for this one. Let me see how fast you are gonna be. No, you're too slow, man. Disappointed. Disappointed in YouTube as well. You're too slow. Come on.
Sir,
Yeah.
you see we got somebody promoting we in inside YouTube, somebody that's screaming.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
it the Krong one just screaming. Oh my god. He proud.
So let's go. We know this answer is A. Let me just go through it quick. 60%, girls make up 60%, so 60% times 40, bop. This is 24. 25 over 100 times 24. 25 ones, 25 into this. 4 ones, 4 into this, 6. So 6 is the answer, right? We did already go through that fast, but if you now pop in, we worked this couple of times. So we roll in. Business as usual. So once again, you see this question come back. So we know what this answer here would be. Should I move the answer? So we know this is 9 plus 4, 13, D. The value of the digit 2, we know this is A. What number when added? So they bring back this. One number when added to this will give you 2. So you know that is that. The next number in the sequence, all right, so this is the first one. By the way, for those of you that now join, we're going through the thing year by year to see what questions you can bring in these topics, right? So we had May 2022. So what number when added to this? So we see we start off, we add 5, then I see we add 7, then I see we add 9, then I see we add 11. So that means we gotta add 13. So 3 plus 13 will be 6, and 4 for the 6, so C. All right, we cooking. We beating the maths. I had to bring back this one. 30% of a number is 4 to 5. What is 4/5 of that number? So we know this will be 4 to 5. The 30% of a number is 4 to 5. So 4 to 5 divided by 30. So and this will give us what is 1%. So times 100. So this 0 go with that 0. 3 ones 3. 3 into 4 to 5 is 15. 15 times 10 is 150. So 150 is what the original number is, but they don't want 150. They want 4/5. So 4 over 5 times 150 is 5 ones 5. 5 into 15. 3, 4 times 3 is 120. So C. So this one here, they bring it back, but they change it up slightly, eh? We gotta look out for these changes. We have to be look out for these changes in CSEC. So certain amount of money is shared in the ratio 2 to 3 to 9. If the difference between the first and second shares is 40, then the amount of money shared is. So I check that answer. Oh, so it should be B. My bad. B, right? I had B and not C, right? Anyways, a certain amount of money is shared in the ratio, So the difference between the first and second share is 40. So we see the first and second share, 2 to 3 to 9. The first and second share is we got 2 and we got 3. And they got the difference of 1 share. So basically, this is telling us 1 share is equal to 40. The most important thing in the ratio is find the value of 1 share. So if 1 share is 40, and the total amount of money shared would be, so we add all the shares together. So 2 and 3 is 5, 5 and 9 is 14. So 40 times 14, this would be 0, 1 times 0, 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 0 is 0, 4 is 16, so 560. So 560, which would be D. We can run through these here. So we know, number one, we know this is 9 plus 4, D. We know what percentage of art is it. We know this is B. All right, this is the first one from today. So 0.45 is written as a common fraction in simplest form. The result is, so we take every number after the decimal point, which is 4 and 5, and we put it over. So we got two numbers here. So we can say put 0 in place in numbers over 100. So 45 over 100. And we break this down until we get one of these answers here. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. 9 5 is 45. And 100 divided by 5 is 20. So 9 over 20, which will be A. Then we back again tomorrow at 6. And we doing this here from number 1 all the way to 60. All right, we gotta get these ones and twos. All right, we gotta get these ones and twos. So this one, careful with this one. So we see 235 times 48.7 is this. then 2.35. So 2.35. So the point is here. So we jump back 1, 2. That means in the answer, we jump back 1, 2. And then 48, we turn to 4.8. So that means we got to jump back another one time. This will be 11.445, which is A. All right, we know this one here is B. All right, see this one here, they bring back this one, but it's a slight change. Slight change. It said, Dan sold 40 tickets in 5 days. Each day he sold 3 tickets more than the previous day. What is the ratio? The number of tickets sold on day 3 to the number of tickets sold on day 5. So this one they're asking for ratio, right? So let me set up the thing like how we set up just now. So day 1, he sold X tickets. Day 2, he sold X plus 3. Day 3, he sold X plus 6. Day 4, he sold X plus 9. Day 5, he sold X plus 12, and that is equal to 40. When we add up all the X's, we'll get 5X. We add up all the numbers, we should get 30, and that is equal to 40. So 5X would be equal to 10, X is equal to 2. So X is equal to 2. So they want to know what is the ratio of the number of tickets sold on day 3 to the number of tickets sold on day 5. So day 3, we saw that he sold X plus 6, which is 2 plus 6, which is 8. And day 5, he sold X plus 12, which is 2 plus 12, which is 14. So you got to divide to get an answer. So if you divide this side by 2 and this side by 2, we'll get 8 divided by 2 is 4. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So 47, which is D. So you're rolling, business as usual. So what's the value of the digit 2? So we work this one here. We know there's A. All right, this is different, slightly different one. The answer should be the same though. Slightly different one, but the answer is the same, I think. So what percentage of 50 is 10? So we can say 10 over 50 multiplied by 100. There's 0 go with that 0. 5 1 5. 5 into 10, 2. So 2 times 10 is 20. So B. So different question, but same answer. So this one here, slightly different as well. Don't while up, don't while up, don't while up, and don't while up. I'm going to put, farmer drop your answer for number 3. Let me see, folks. Let me see. Let's see if anyone I'm going to while up. Anybody going to while up? We don't got somebody whiling up already. All right, we got 2 people whiling up. 3 people whiling up. 4, 5, 6 while up. Come on, yeah, don't while at all, man. No while. So this original number here is less than 1. That means the power has to be negative. All right, as long as the original number is less than 1, the power got to be negative. So we jump this decimal point and put it between the first 2 digits, greater than 1 but less than 10. So we jump 1, 2 times. So now we'll have 2.086 times 10. And because we move the thing in that direction, and also another reason could be because the original number is less than 10. So this will be raised to the negative 2 power, which is C. All right. I don't know, a little extra 0 here for some reason. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Probably a mistake. But yeah, C is the answer. And that's the only one with negative as well. Yeah, you don't even have to work it. You don't even have to work it. That's the only one with negative power. All right, so this one here, we know in a school, the number of pupils is 20 to 1. Pupils is this. We know this answer is B for anybody thing. Just in case. So we know 840 divided by 20 will give us 1 share. This will go there. For this will give us 42. So 42 times the 1 will give us the number of teachers there. All right, they change this up a bit. A bag of apples can be shared equally among 6, 10, and 15 children. The minimum number of apples that is likely to be in the bag is So basically the one, the LCM, the lowest common multiple. So we see 6 can go into 30. 10 can go into 30. 15 can go into 30. Ding, ding, ding. Our answer is A. And this one I told you have to be careful with. 4.3 times 0.37 is equal to 1.591. And for 3 times 0.37 is, so for the 3, we see that jump one time in that direction. That means the answer got to jump one time in that direction. And 0.37 remain that. Let me see if anybody can catch. A lot of people get catch by going with them. See enough of them get catch. Plenty people get catch on YouTube too. Wow, YouTube. So we see 0.37 that remains as 0.37. So we just move the point one time. So this will become 15.91, which is B. Right? Careful. Careful. That's why I would advise y'all always work these questions carefully. Right? A slight change in the decimal. No, we didn't do this one before. We did something similar, right? A slight change to the decimal would change the answer. So I would always advise you to work these kind of questions. That's a slight change. Careful. Don't come and say, I beat up the maths. I beat up the maths. The maths was food. And then this was the food you eat. You're going to circle C. All right, careful. Somebody said they're wicked. No, man, they ain't wicked. You got to be careful. All right, oh, they ain't wicked. You got to be careful. All right, so this one we can run through these here quick. Cause we did this all of these here, I think. So we know 3 decimal place, we know this is B. Percentage of this, we know what percentage of R is 8, we know this is B. All right. In thing this here, we know this is C. What least number of apples can be shared equally among 6, 10, and 15? We know this is B. We did this one. You run it through, Good. Drop the answer for this one. Let me see. Let me see who else gonna get catch. Number 5. Drop your answer. Let's see how long you catch. Number 5. Gone with. You see? CXC gone with them already. CXC gone with enough for y'all already. Gone with y'all again. CXC gone with them again. That's why you gotta read these questions, people. Read these questions. Almost 1,000 of you read these questions. Now, you said 350 shared in the ratio 2 to 5. So let's find the value of one share. So 350 divided by 7. This will be 7 can go into 35 5 times. So 50. 50 is the value for one share. What they want the value of the larger share, right? Not the smallest share. Just someone we found it for the smallest share. Right? So it will be the larger share is 5. So 5 times 50. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. So 250, which is D. Is our CX got with some of you? You see how they got with some of y'all? You gotta be careful, right? Some people say the questions repeat, and this is the repeat, and we gotta while up. All right, careful. All right, so we know this one here. This one is I think this is A. Let me do it all quick. 60 over 100 times 40. This will go with that. This will go with that. 6 4 is 24. 25 over 100 times 24. 25 ones, 4, bop. This is 6. So we're going quick because we did this one, right? A. Good. We wiring. So that was January 2024. Let's look at May, June, what they bring for May, June. So we know what this one is. Giveaway marks, man. This is D. All right, drop your answer for number 2. Let me see. Number 2. All right. All right, that was see some people winding up. So number 2. So normally they would ask you for 2, right? In the previous question that we did, they asked you for 2. In this case, they asked you for 6. So we know the value of the digit 6. 6 is 6 over 10, right? Because it's tenths, TH, 10th power. And 6 divided by 10 will give us 0.6 as well. So same place that is in. So 6 over 10, which is B. All right, the value of the digit 2 would be 2 over 100. You never know this year, they might change up and ask you the value of the digit 1. So 1 is 1 over 1,000. Right? Just in case, you never know. So what number when added to that will give you 2. So you did this one. Next term in the sequence, we know this is 4 to 6. This one just now. Least number can be shared equally among 6, 10, and 15. We know we worked this one just now to be B. All right, this one changed up slightly. Let's look at this. This one changed up slightly. A certain amount of money is shared among Jay, Troy, and Jordan in the ratio 2 to 3 to 9. If Troy received $40 more than Jay, then the amount of money shared is. So we see Troy. So we got 2 to 3 to 9. This is Jay, this is Troy, and this is Jordan. So we see Troy received $40 more than Jay. So $40 more than Jay, and we see the difference between Troy and Jay share is 1. So this is basically telling us 1 share is equal to 40. So the total amount of money shared would be this 40 multiplied by the total share here, which is 14. So 40 times 14. 0 here, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 4. Oh. Where there? 4, 4 times 0, 0, 4, 4, 16. So 560. So 560, D. Let's see what else we got. What percentage of art is this? This is January 2025. So by now we see these questions coming back. So this is B, we done with that. The value of the digit 2, CXC did itself here. CXC show off a little for number 2. They are flexing. They're flexing for number 2. So the value of the digit 2, we know 2 is 2 over 100. So which one of these things look like 2 over 100? So this is 2 to the second power, which is 2 to the 10 times 10, which would be 2 over 100, right? So A. All right, they were flexing with these answers. Square root of 17 squared minus 50 squared, we know that is 8. All right. You know, 17 squared would be 289 minus 15 squared, which is 225. And this will give us 64. And when you square root 64, we get 8. All right, bop, number teacher, we know this is B. Apples can be shared equally among 6, What is the minimum number of apples likely in the bag? We know this is A. 99 times 101 has the same value as. We know this is D. May, June 2025, let's see the change up. All right, we know this is C. Or we reach 2026 just now. What percentage of 40 is 50? All right, drop your answer. Let me see. What percentage of 40 is 50? These are fresh. Watch. You see, watch how CXC got out some of them again. CXC got out some of y'all again. Right?
Enough
CXC.
people.
Yeah, CXC gone with them.
They get terrible ball out.
You know, in cricket, just be like, how's that? And the umpire gonna be like, out. So gone with them. So what percentage of 40 is 50? So first of all, we see 50 is greater than 40. So that means this percentage got to be greater than 100%. And only one answer greater than 100%. All right, so the answer is D, without even doing any working. Some people while up and gonna put A because they know 20% is normally the answer for these kind of questions, but you can't while up. Anyways, to work this out, common sense will tell you that the answer is D. But to work this out, if you want, it will be 50 over 40 times 100. This 0 go with that 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by this is 5. 2 ones 2. 2 into 50 is 25. 25 times 5 will give us 125 without even working it, right? But careful, folks. That's why we got to be careful, right? Got to be careful. All right, so they were kind. We know what number when added to this is B. So let me see that. So we see this number here. It turned into, so the point is here. It turned into, we jump the point 1, 2, 3 times. That means any answers, you got to jump back 1, 2, 3 times. Then the 48.7 remains 48.7, so no need to move anymore. So this will be 11.4445, which is A. All right, so we know this one here, pattern, this is C, 46. Now this one here may look like a repeat, but it's not. It's a different question, completely brand new. So Dan sold a certain number. Dan sold a certain number of tickets, concert tickets, in 3 days in this time. The last time all the time was 5 days. Now the man sold in 3 days. You see how this slight change can cause you? All right. You gotta look out for these slight changes in these questions. Don't take them for granted. So 3 days. So the ratio of the number of tickets sold over the 3 days is 3 to 7 to 5, respectively. If he sold 8 more tickets on day 2 than on day 3, the number of tickets he sold altogether is, so let's put on this ratio. So 3 to 7 to 5. This is day 1, this is day 2, this is day 3. So they said he sold 8 more tickets on day 2 than on day 3. So 8 more tickets. So the difference between day 2 and day 3 is 2 shares. So what they're basically telling us that 2 shares would be equal to 8 because he sold 8 more. So if 2 shares is 8, then we know the value of 1 share would be 8 divided by 2, which will be 4. So the value of 1 share is 4. So to get the number of tickets sold altogether, we take this 1 share, we multiply it by all the shares. So 3 and 7 is 10, 10 and 5 is 15. So 15 multiplied by 4. I know 15 and 15 is 30. 30 and 30 is 60. So B is the answer there. All right. 60, 30, right? And now we got 2026 January. Let's see if they bring any fresh questions in January. I think this paper got this one got some questions. Correct the 3 decimal place. We know this one is B. Using the distributive property, we know this is A. Scientific notation, standard notation, we know this is simply C. All right, fresh one. Fresh question alert. New question alert. New question alert. In base 10, the value of the digit 2 in the numeral 4231 in base 8 is, so we want to convert this to base 10 and find the value of 2. So to convert this number to base 10, 4231, if you want to convert this to base 10, since this number is in base 8, we just multiply all these numbers by 8. And it's 8 raised to a certain power. So this first one will be 8 raised to 0 power. Then 1, 2, and then 3. I keep going along if you add more numbers. All right, so all we want is the value of the digit 2. So we can just worry with the 2 for now. So this will be 8 raised to the second power times 2. So 8 raised to the second power is 64 times 2, which will just give us 64, and 64 is 128. So the answer here is B. All right, first question alert. Fresh. First question alert again. We didn't do any one of these here yet. So item 5 refers to the following table, which shows the relationship between the number of matches an umpire officiates during a T20 tournament and the amount of money he earns. So we got this here, number of matches and the amount earned. So if the pattern continues, how much money would the umpire receive if he officiates 8 matches? So we see match 3, he earned $61. I hope this is USA. 61 plus 73. 61 plus something will give us 73. How much we add there by 12? Let me see, 61. Let me see, 73 minus 61. This will be 2, 12. So we add 12. Then I think I see we add another 12 here as well. Then we add another 12 to reach 97. So obviously to reach the 7th match, we gotta add another 12, 97 plus 12. This will be 9. So this will be 109. So the 8th match, he will obviously receive. We gotta add 12 more to this. So this will be 9 and 2, 11. Put the 1 there, 1 and 1, 2. So 121, which is B. All right, B. And then they come back. They brought back this one here, you know. Party girl, bop, bop, bop. I ain't able to work this one again. Fed up. A. And that is that for all of those kind of questions, right? So we beating up, we crueling those questions when they come. All right, we crueling. Remember, we ain't reached 500 yet. You gotta persevere. You gotta persevere. You gotta push on, right? So it's some fresh waters now. All right, so yeah, give me 30 seconds. All right, I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yan again. Okay.
Why we count any 30 second though?
Is it? Hmm?
People in the chat count any 30 seconds.
Yeah, count. Make sure it's direct authority taken.
If
Yeah,
you
please count.
if you go beyond 30, I'll let me know in the chat, right?
God, they counting.
GPL, we don't need blackout, thank you. We appreciate it, but no blackouts for this whole week. Thanks.
These people got some beautiful energy, by these people screaming to the top of the. These people screaming, by. Somebody said Tortigana already.
Daniel, look, somebody want me teach them in the chat.
Which TikTok?
Yeah, I ain't
All
trying
right,
to
so
think that.
Come in, come in.
Sir, you
we
passed
back.
30 seconds.
You passed
Good.
30 seconds. We count,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
They count,
All right.
they happily count. It's second by second.
All right, let's roll. We back. All right, we back. Let's lock in. Let's beat some maths. Let's beat some maths. So we in some fresh thing now. So which of the following sets is defined by x is an integer, x is greater than or equal to -2. X is also less than or equal to 4. So we basically come moving from -2 to 4. Both of them included. So this answer here is D. All right, D. This equal to part means we got to include it. So be careful. Sometimes they exclude this equal to part and we can while up. So just be on the lookout. So if Q is equal to ABC, the number of subsets can be obtained from this. How many subsets can be obtained from set Q? So we know the formula to find the number of subsets is 2 raised to the n power. N represents the number of elements we have. So we have 3 elements. So this will be 2 raised to the third power, which is D as in donkey. Why say we need grade 1 energy? True. All right. Item 9 refers to the following Venn diagram. So the number of elements in P is 5, number of elements in Q is 9, number of elements in P union Q is 10, then the number of elements in P intersect Q is, so this is easy, we just add 5 and 9 together, that would give us 14. Then we minus it from this 10, and this will give us 4. So basically 4 is the number of elements we have in the intersection. Right, so A. Let's add the number of elements in P, Q, minus it from the union, that will give us the number of elements. All right. Somebody said they want food. This is food. This is food, right? The maths is food. Can't want more food than this, come on. I'm sure the live, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, we'll be to the maths till 5 p.m. I'm just joking. All right, so we got item 10 refers to the following information. P, Q, and R. P is prime, Q is odd, R is even. Which of the following set is empty? So let me see, P intersect R. P intersect R. Yeah, man, we got some prime numbers. 2 is a prime number and it's even, so that is not empty. Q intersect R. Q intersect R, odd and Q intersect R, odd or even. Yeah, there's no intersection between odd and even. It's either odd or even. It can't be both. All right, so we can go with B. All right. If P is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, and Q is equal to 2, 3, 6. All right, let me bring back the comment. Code here. P intersect Q intersect S would be. So we got 2 in common, 2 here, 2 here. So 2, we can wire with the 2. We got 3 here, we got 3 here. Nah, 3 drop out. Yeah, so we just got 2. 2 is the man by himself, which is A, the intersection. Hey, these questions here with this shaded diagram, they're tricky, eh? Tricky, folks. They gotta be careful with these here. All right, they gotta be careful with these here. Honestly, careful. So in the Venn diagram, so we see everything is shaded except P. Everything outside of P is shaded. So in the Venn diagram, the shaded area represents, so given the fact that everything outside of P is shaded, this will just be P complement, because complement means everything outside of that. So we can wire it P complement. All right, I agree with Danielle. Danielle, how you reach number 3? How you reach number 3, why? In YouTube.
For me,
Yeah, nice.
uh, wait, I don't even know what crown I got.
How Danielle is number 3. Oh yeah, I make Danielle on the live and beat yan, man. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let's roll. So that was that. That was that. So let's look at the question for that. So that was 2019. So this case we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So that was 2019. That was 20. That was which one by? May 2019. Let's just see what January looks like. So January, once again, the guy repeats again. P is 2, 3, 5, 7. Q is 2, 3, 6. S is 2, 4, 5. P intersect Q intersect R. So we got 2 here, we got 2 here, we got 2 here. So with this one come back again. So 2. Yeah, so this one is A. Eh, the number of elements in N intersect Q. So we got 5 and 9. So 5 and 9 is 14. And the number of elements in the union is 10. So we minus 10 from this. We get 4. So the number of elements in the intersection would be 4. All right. Just add up this here, add up this, subtract it from this, and you get the intersection. All right. Which of the following set is equivalent to set PQRS? So when two sets are equivalent, that means they have the same number of elements. All right. Equivalent set. This is, I think you learned this in grade 1 or grade 2. All right. So which one got the same number of elements? We see C got 4 elements as well. So this here is C. All right. All right. All of the students in a class play Scrabble, checkers, or both. If 36% of students play Scrabble, if 46% of students play Scrabble only, so Scrabble only, and 48% of students play checkers only, what percent of students play both? So 36% play Scrabble only, 48 play checkers only. So we add 36 and 48%. That will give us 14. I put 1 there. So 4 and 4, 84. So 84% of students. So since we're dealing with percentage, it's 100 in total. So that means 100 minus 84 would give us the amount of people that play both. 100 minus 84 will simply give us 16, right? Which is B. The math's right there, yeah, man. Big up yourself, Natalie, number 2. Big up yourself, Natalie. And the number 1. All right. TikTok, you're a little too quiet for me, man. So let's go. Item 11 refers to the following Venn diagram. So in the Venn diagram, X represents factors of 12. Y represents factors of 9. The shaded region represents all the factors of. So let me list the factors of the factors. X would be factors of 12. So let's list the factors of 12. So factors of 12 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And the factors, and Y represents factors of 9. So factors of 9 would be 1, 3, and 9. So the shaded region would mean what is common between X and Y. So we see 1 is common there, so we can put 1. We see 3 is common, so we can put 3. And just those two. So 1 and 3. So it says the shaded region represents the set of all factors of. So we can go with all right, Natalie. Tell him I'm a big up again. Big up, Natalie. Uh, so so factors of 3, right? So factors of 3 will be 1 and 3. Oh my. Hey Daniel, wait for something. Can TikTok say we detective inactivity, right? So I have to do a puzzle. So yeah, give me a second. Let me finish. I have this puzzle.
With all this energy, are we inactive?
Hold
Daniel
on.
attempted wave
What?
multiple times. I told you wave multiple times.
Hello, stop it. Maths.
Hold on, yeah. Yeah. I think that is it. Yeah, Daniel. Who's ever on screen? Daniel, you on screen right now? Please wave or something like TikTokers. They will cut off the live, right?
Misha talk. Wait, let Misha go. Misha say something quick.
Wave your hand. That's all you gotta do.
Anyways, YouTube, yeah, safe. Nothing will stop the YouTube. But TikTok, I don't like TikTok algorithm. If you don't move and thing, they can think you. I don't know. Anyway, so that was that. So this one in the Venn diagram, the shaded area represents, so we see everything outside of P is shaded. So we know this is A, P complement. So in 2020 now, so they change up, come back fresh in 2020. So if the number of elements in set A is M, then the number of subsets in A can be expressed as, so we know formula for subset, number of subsets will be 2 raised to the n power. N represents the total number that we have, total number of elements. And if in this case we got m elements, the formula would simply be 2 raised to the m power. So this is A. All right. Which of the following statements best describes the set of integers greater than 3 but less than 6. Integers greater than 3, but less than 6. So we can't get no equal to at the bottom. They said greater than 3. They never said greater than or equal to. So let me see. The first one. This one, x is this is saying x is less than -3. Nah. This one is saying x is I got it equal to part at the bottom. This one is saying they got it equal to part, so that kind of gave it away. So this last one is saying x is greater than -3, but less than 6, right? When the opening part is at x, so this is saying x is greater than 3, so we can go with D. So which of the following pairs of sets is an example of disjoint? Disjoint means they don't have anything in common. Somebody said they burn hot, they got cool it down, put it in water. They don't have anything in common, so let me see. Even and odd numbers, so we can stop there. Even and odd numbers, they are disjoint. They don't have anything in common. No need to continue. Given that A is equal to 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, and B is equal to 6, 9, and 12, which of the following statements is true? B is a subset of A. B is a subset of A. Let me see. B is a subset of A. So we got 6 here, and we got 6 here. We got 9 here. We got 9 here. We got 12 here, and we got 12 here. Indeed, B is a subset of A. So we won't go far. A. This one is saying intersection is empty. Intersection of A and B is empty. Nah. A and B are disjoint set. That means they have nothing in common. Nah. B is a complement of A. Nah. Right? So let's go. This one is a diagram. So the tortoise students and teachers may class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. So they either got a dog or they got a cat, right? Or none of the two. You ain't got a dog or a cat, right? You ain't got a dog and a cat. You got either a dog or a cat. So if number of students who got a cat is 12, and the number of students who got dog is 16, which of the following Venn diagram correctly represents this information? So 12 and 16 is 28, 28, so 2 remain. So 2 got go outside. So we can go with, so we see D here, 16, that is correct. C here, 12, and we got 2 remainder, so we can go with B. All right, there's no intersection. They got either a dog or a cat. Let me ask you all any comments, both TikTok and Facebook. Which one are you? Are you a dog person or a cat person? Yeah, Kamisha and Daniel and whosoever else on the call. Can't really, I ain't seriously seeing
I'm a
who else.
dog person, more of a dog person.
Dog? Daniel, you wrote. Daniel look like a cat person.
He is.
Yes. So you want bring you and show you?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Oh.
You go, no, no. You bring it before the live end. Anyways, I'm a dog person as well. Rather a dog.
Oh,
Cats are
so
nice.
cute. So
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go. In which of the following Venn diagram is the region A intersect B complement shaded? Now, so this is basically telling you A intersect B complement. This is telling you basically you want A only. That's what this is telling you. A only, right? A only. They want the part that is shaded is everything outside the intersection and B. So A only, in other words. So A only would be B. All right. This is telling you A only. We don't want the intersection included. A only. All right. So be on the lookout for this one. All right. This one, they change it up a bit. P is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. Q is equal to 2, 3, 6. And S is equal to 2, 4, 5. So they basically want the intersection between P and the union of Q and S. So we got to find the union of Q and S first. So the union of Q and S, that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then they want the intersection between this and P, which is 2, 3, 5, and 7. So let's see what is common here. So we got 3 here. So we can do 3. Sorry, not 3. I circled 2 and say 3. Hello, Commission Wave. The people said this. We detected inactivity in your live.
I
Completely
waved
verification.
multiple times.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, talking bad, man.
Let me see if I exit out.
Wow,
I exit
I
out.
was the bad person.
I hope they don't block us, right? Anyway, so we got 2 there. We got 3 here. We got 5 here. So 2, 3, and 5. All right. Somebody say read question 11. What question 11 there? A dog or a cat or none of the two? Dog or a cat or none of the two? I'm the no answer question. I'm dead. Let me see. Let me read it good. The total students and teachers may class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. All of the students who have a cat or oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my bad. You see why you gotta read the question. Oh my, oh my bad, my bad. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yeah, see. Thank you for that. Oh why. Hello. Oh wow, thank you. So they are, so yeah. All the students who have a dog also have a cat. Why did I miss that one? Oh Lord. So yeah, so that means the answer here gonna be D, right? The answer here gonna be D, right? Yeah. Yeah. Good looking out YouTube. TikTok, why yeah, TikTok at this point, yeah, man. Yeah, make YouTube at the point that one out. Disappointed in TikTok. Anyway, so let's roll. So that shows the importance of reading the questions fully, right? Yeah. Anyway, so let's roll. So this is which year? I didn't put this one. Anyway, so item 8 refers to the Venn diagram. In the Venn diagram, the number of elements in P is 5, number of elements in Q is 9. Number of elements in P union Q is 10, so they want intersection. So we just add 5 and 9 would be 14. Minus the 10, we get 4. So we got with 4 there. Cool, calm. CXE got with sorry. That is very funny. Let me pin that comment. It's very funny, a very funny comment. CXE got with sorry. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, they got with me. Anyways, which of the following pairs of set is an example of a disjoint? Disjoint, we know there's gonna be A. We can go further than A. All right. All students in the class play Scrabble and checkers or both. If 36% of the students play Scrabble only, 48% of the students play checkers only, what percentage play both? So we know 36 plus 48, I think we worked this out now to get it's 1484. So the remainder will play both since it's a percentage you're talking about 100. So 84 minus 100 from 84, we get 16. So B is the answer. All right, so let's see this question. Item 11 for the following Venn diagram, which shows two intersecting sets. So U is the number of students who play games, students who play games. H is hockey. V is volleyball. So number of students in each set is indicated. How many students play exactly one game? So this one is carefully. Exactly one game. So we see 5 students play hockey only, and 4 students play volleyball only. So 5 and 4 is 9, right? So 9 students play exactly one game. All right, so C. The people on YouTube say locking in TikTok, TikTok, TikTok dropping. The people on YouTube see us on TikTok. Anyways, this one here now. So this one here says, you gotta be careful with this one, right? They said the unshaded, in the Venn diagram, the unshaded region is represented. So unshaded region would be this piece here. You see how they wicked? Some people would wild up and think that they're talking about the shaded region. No, they want the unshaded. So unshaded is Q only. So remember just now I told you something how to get Q only and so on, right? So it will be Q intersect P complement, which is D, right? Q intersect P complement, which means everything outside the intersection and P. So this is Q only. This is Q only. So D. Some people don't go wild up and put P and so on. No, man. They didn't talk about They talk about the unshaded region. Right? Unshaded. TikTok got I TikTok CXC got with some of them. Right? So let me take off the TXC guards or the guard y'all know. Let me unpin on YouTube. So let me unpin, right? You can't while up. They talk about the unshaded region. Unshaded. Unshaded. So unshaded means Q only. Only Q alone is unshaded. So whenever you want Q only or A only, it's in this case it can be Q intersect P complement. All right. This means everything outside of P and the intersection, which is Q only. All right, let's wire. So another one like that will pop up soon. No worry. Which of the following sets is defined by um x is greater than or equal to -2, x is less than or equal to 4. So we did this one before. This will be D. All right, so the battle even out.
Sir,
Yeah.
we lost an asset from
Yeah.
one stop. He used it as screaming gun. No. Oh
Wagan, no
yeah.
shots. That's
Oh no.
Natalie will take over its spot as the number one. Natalie gonna wire and talk to number one. Natalie. All right, so let's go. If Q is equal to ABC, how many subsets can be obtained from Q? So we know this will be 2 raised to the n power. N is the number of elements we have. So this is 2 raised to the third power, which is D. All right, so we got some freshies coming in now. The set of positive integers is an example of positive integers, mean we go 1, 2, 3, all the way down to infinity. So this would be an infinite set, which is C. So we got to be careful with these kind of questions. So one word add in here or 2 words and they change the whole thing, right? So be careful with this. Read it carefully. So the number of elements in the the universal set is 25. Number of elements in A is 14. Number of elements in B is 15. Number of elements in A intersect B is 6. So they want the number of elements in A union B. So A union B would simply just be equal to, when you add up 14 and 15, We get 29. And then you minus the intersection, which is 6, right? Which will give us 29 from 6 is how much by 23. It's a C, right? They gave us a union because, they want to throw you off little. And they want to throw you off little. All right, let's go. I think 11 4 is the following Venn diagram. So this is, they want the shaded region now, right? They want the shaded region. So we see everything outside of P is shaded. So that means the shaded region will be P complement, which is A. Somebody asks how long are we gonna go? We go in until we're ready for grade 1, for this grade 1. That's how long we'll go. So, all right, number 12, Daniel, let us see wave you gave Daniel. Daniel, Daniel waving as though he's in church. Daniel,
No, Daniel
Daniel
going.
waving as though he's in church. Daniel is the one. Daniel, Daniel waving as though he's worshiping. Come on, Daniel. You gotta have things on TikTok could see that you're a person, right? Anyways, the authority students and teachers may class have either a dog or a cat, or none of the two. All right, so this one here is changing, right? This one here is different from the one that we did. So let me read this carefully. So the authority students and teachers may class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. So they got either a dog or a cat or none of the two. 16 students have a dog, 12 students have a cat, and remainder have neither a dog nor a cat. So in this case, this one here would be, so they got a dog or a cat, or none of the two. They ain't got all two. So this one here would be a disjointed Venn diagram. So we can go with D. All right. So careful with this one. Careful with this one, right? One word to change the answer. So yeah, 2022. The universal set U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. H is equal to 3, 4, 6. H complement is, so let's take out H. Let's take out all the elements of H. So this 3 will go here. This 4 will go. This 6 will go. So the elements of H complement will be 1, 2, and 5, which will be 1, 2, 5, which is B. Are we back again tomorrow, right? Back again tomorrow. Back again tomorrow. Are we done here? So which of the following statements describes the set of integers greater than -3 but less than 6? So greater than -3 but less than 6. Greater than -3. So this is telling me x is less than -3. So nah. This got the equal to part at the bottom. They didn't tell us anything about equal to. So nah, this can go. This got the equal to part. So this can go. Nah. So by method of elimination, we know the answer is D. All right, x is greater than -3 but less than 6. All right, and it's an integer. All right, so D. All right, so if x and y are two finite sets such that number of elements in x is equal to 9, and the number of elements in x intersect y is 4, and the number of elements in x union y is 15, then the number of elements in y is, all right, so this one we gotta think a little. So we know in total, when we add up the number of elements in x and the number of elements in y, and we minus the intersection, we'll get the total number of in the union set. So we can say 15 will be equal to the number of elements in x which is 9, plus the number of elements in Y, which is what we want to find, minus the number of elements in the intersection, which is 4. So when we work this out, we'll get Y. So 9 minus 4 is 9 minus 4 is divided by 5. So 5 plus Y is equal to 15. So number of elements in Y would be equal to, we take over the 5. 15 subtract 5 will be 10. So Y is equal to 10. So the answer is C. So my side don't like these kind of questions. I don't know what we gonna do. What we gonna do? We gotta get it. Right? We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Now we rolling with the sets, right? We doing the different kinds of sets that they can come. Remember, can we show you? You clean your screen. Anyways, yeah. So let's go. TikTok coming up close to YouTube, right? So let's go. We did this one before in the Venn diagram. X represents the sets of factors of 12. Y represents the factors of Y. The shaded region will be. So let me list this quick. So I think the answer is A, but let's do it back still though. So X is factors of 12. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And Y would be factors of 9. So this will be 1, 3, 9. So they want to know the intersection. The intersection would be, we got 1 here, we got 3 here. So 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 will obviously represent factors of 3, which is A, right? Let me see something. Christian on life so easy, Christian. Christian. Christian easy on his life by easy, easy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let's go. So let's read this one careful again. So you want to read this one carefully if this comes, right? So 30 students in teacher may class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. All of the students have a dog, also have a all of the students who have a cat also have a dog. So I think the previous one they said everybody will get a dog at a cat. So in this case, it told us students who have a cat also have a dog. A number of students who got cat is 12. A number of students who got dog is 16. So which of the following Venn diagram represent this? So by just this piece of information, which it told us all the students who have a dog, where is it? All the students who have a dog also have a cat. So just by that alone, we know this answer is D because it's a subset. All right. We gonna know what a subset there. So which of the following is this disjoint set? We know A, even and odd. So this one here to change it up slightly. We got P, Q, and S. P, Q, and S. P intersect Q intersect S would be one that is common in R. So we got 2 here, we got 2, we got 2. So just 2 is common in R, so we know this is A. This one, the shaded region represents, shaded would be everything outside of P, so this is P complement. All right, the elements of the set X such that, so X is greater than or equal to, okay, so careful with this one, right? Let me see the comment. Drop your answer in this one. Let me see who CX will go with. Number 9. Gone with none of them, why? CX gone with none of them. CX gone with none of them. Come on, come on. Gone. Gone. Let me see. CX gone with nobody on YouTube as yet. Yeah, man, CSEC got some of y'all on YouTube as well. So, so it says x is greater than or equal to 6. So we got to include the 6. So greater than or equal to 6. So we include the 6, and it's less than 10. So we cannot include the 10. So this will be 6, 7, 8, 9. We cannot include the 10 because it's less than 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9 would be B. All right. So everybody that put C or D or A, CXC gone with y'all. All right. CXC gone with y'all. Yeah, big up. So careful, right? All right. P is item 10 refers to the following information. So we wrapping up. We near finish. We near to the end. So M is P, Q, R. N is P and Q. Which of the following statements is true? M is a subset of N. M is a subset of M. M is a subset of N. So is this a subset of this? Nah, man. It's the other way around. M intersect N is equal to N. M intersect N, so we got P and P, Q and Q. So intersection is indeed equal to N, so we can go with B. We can go with B. All right. So we can go with B. All right, next one. Which of the following set is empty? So we can look for the odd and even. Q and R. Q intersect R to D. All right, next one. Item 12 refers to the following Venn diagram, which shows the universal set U and the two sets T and C that represent the students in a class who play tennis and chess. So how many students play exactly one game? So they want one game and one game only. So we see Ali, Alex, Kayla, and Tom play one game. So when you add up all four of them, we get when you add up all of them, you get 4, right? So C. Lalchan or Kumisha, want to say something?
Hi.
Oh, I just want TikTok before they cut off the live, right? Swan, Swan. Let's give Swan Waddles. Take a little time out. Take a little break. All right, take a little break. Take a little 1 hour break. All right, come back tomorrow. Breeze out. Breeze out a little. Right. All right, so yeah, 2023. So let's go. Which of the following set is defined by? So we did this one before. X is greater than -2 but less than. So we can go, we know this is D. So the set of positive, all right, let me see. Drop your answer for 8. Let me see something. Drop your answer for 8. Let me see something. CXC gone with them again, boy. CXC gone. CXC gone with some of them again. Come on. CXC gone, CXC gone. So the set of positive integers that is divisible by 6 is an example of. All right. So positive integers divisible by 6. So that means you want all the numbers. Basically, you want to list all the multiples of 6. 6, 12, and so on. We keep going on and on. So the answer here is this will keep going on. So positive integers divisible by 6. It will keep going on and on and on. All right, you won't stop. All right. So it's C, infinite. So be careful. Is one that is coming up that will be slightly different, right? Um, Somebody asked number 7 correct. I'm the number 7. Yeah, man, number 7 is very much correct. So the number of elements in the universal set is 25. Number of elements in A is 14. Number of elements in B is 15. Number of elements in the union is 23. The number of elements in the intersection will be. So let's ignore the universal set for now, eh? Let's ignore this here for now. So we know when we add up 14 and 15, we get 29. Then we minus this from the union, that will give us the intersection. So we minus 23 from that. That will give us the intersection, which is 5, no, which is 6, right? So 6, which is C, right? All right, we coming to the end. We gotta see where the survivors start to end. I know it will be a lot of y'all. All right, so we got number of students who play both games. So they change up slightly. Number of students who play both games. Number of students who play both games. So both games will be the people inside here. So Paul and Rima. Paul and Rima play both games. So that would be 2. Paul and Rima. Somebody said I'm really tricky. You gotta read it carefully, right? Now, how many students play exactly one game? Exactly one game. We know it will be Ali, Alex, Kayla, and Tom. So 4 of them, which is C. And sometimes if they drop a one and ask you how many students play, if they ask you how many students play neither tennis nor chess, yeah, I would say. Neither tennis nor chess. Yeah, we know it can be 1, 2, 3, right? All right, let's roll. All right, so let me read this one carefully. 12 students and teachers may class have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. 16 students have a dog and 12 students have a cat. The remainder have neither a dog nor a cat. Let me read this back again. So they have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. So either a dog or a cat or none of the two. Let me read it back again because last time this thing caught us. So they have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. All right, 12. All right, so we know this is gonna be go with D. All right. There's no intersection between them. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, right? Because we know sometimes, they can just a little addition to a sentence and the answer is B. Let me go run through this one quick. So which of the following sets is defined by? So x is greater than -2, but less than or equal to 4, greater than or equal to -2. So -2 has to be included. And also the 4 has to be included. So we know we're gonna run away with this. It's a D. All right. Wrapping up. So number of elements in P is 5. Number of elements in Q is 9. Number of elements in the union set is 10. So I'm assuming they want the shaded region, which is basically asking us for the intersection. So we add the 5 and 9, which will give us 14. We minus this from the union set. So 10, and this will give us 4, which is simply B. Which of the following period set is an example of this joint? This joint, we're going to look for the odd and even. I run away with that, A. Ah, boy, this one look this one. Oh yeah, boy. Let me see. Drop your answer for 10. Let me see something. Let me see. We're going wild up. All right, let me read it. All the students in the class play check, Scrabble or checker or both. If 36% of students play Scrabble only, 16% of students play both Scrabble and checkers. What percentage of students play checkers but not Scrabble? Let me read this back. Let me read it good. So 36% of students play Scrabble only, and 16% of students play both Scrabble and checkers. So they want to know what percentage of students play checkers but not Scrabble. So basically they want checkers only. So we know in total this is going to be equal to 100 since it's percentage. All right, and we can add 36 plus the number of students who play checkers, which we want to find. So I'll just call that C. Let me call it X, since we like X. And then we minus this. Pull up, pull up, pull up. All right, we gotta be careful with this one. Hold up. So before we do that, let me see. Let me just. So 36% of students play checkers only. So let me minus this 36 from this 100. That would give us 64. So 64% of students are remaining play they play checkers and Scrabble, right? So let me minus the 16 that play both. And this will give me 5 and 1. So 6 from 14 will give me 8. So 48. So 48, you go with B. So we have to be careful with this one, right? You have to be real careful. All right. If you just use the minus and so on, we might minus an additional 16 from this 36. But remember, these 36 people, they play Scrabble only. So let's double check our answer. Let me see. 16, 36 plus 48 plus 16, it should give me 100%. 6 and 6, 12, 12 and 8, 20. So I put a 2 here. 3 and 7, 7 and 1, 8, 8 and 2. Yeah, 100. Yeah, we correct. We got clear. So 48. All right, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. It's a question from a repeat, not really repeat. It's slightly different from the question we had before. Anyways, so item 11 refers to the following Venn diagram, which shows two intersecting set. The number of students in each set is indicated. So we got games, hockey, volleyball. How many students play either hockey or volleyball, but not both? Wow, CXC, wow. So they play either hockey or volleyball, but not both. So we're basically asking for how many students play exactly one sport, right? So this is another way in which they ask that. So they play either hockey or volleyball, which is 5 and 4, 9. So C is the answer. So your English skills got to be on point, eh? English skills got to be on point. So hold on, we're wrapping up. No, remember? Hello. All right, this one. The set of two-digit positive integers are divisible by 7. Let me see. Answer 12. Let me see who CXC got with. Gone with them. Prince. Come on, we get the point. Come on, don't do that. CXC got with some of y'all, right? So they got with some of them. So a hyphenated word change the answer for this question. So the set of two-digit positive integers that are divisible by 7 is an example of two-digit positive integers. Two-digit means you only got a limited number of two-digit numbers. So we got 7, 14, and we can eventually stop, right? So this here would be an example of a finite set because it will eventually stop. Right? Two-digit change the answer. If they had excluded this word two-digit and said the set of positive integers divisible by 7, then we'll go with infinite. But because of two-digit, change the answer. Some people gonna while up and not see the two-digit. So yeah, 2024, we got 2 more years of these sets question to go, and then we'll call it that. Universal set H is that, so they want H complement. So this 3 will go here, this 4 will go here, this 6 will go here. So we have 1, 2, and 5. So that is 1, 2, and 5, that is B. So which of the following statements describe the set integers from 3 to 6? So from 3 means it's starting from 3 to 6 means it's stopping at 6. So it means 3 and 6 got to be included. Well, they're included now. So let me see, yeah, -3, that is not 3. If I said 3. So this is telling me x is less than -3. Nah. X is less than or equal to -3. Nah. All right, I'm interested in C. X is greater than or equal to -3, but less than or equal to 6. Ding, 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 ding. So we'll go with C. All right. So the word from means it's starting from 3 to 6. Be careful if you replace this word from and put between. If you replace from and put between means you're not including 3 and -3 and 6. All right, be careful. Between means you're in between. If you sit down between two persons, you can't include the two persons when you're talking about, you sit down between them. You're in the middle. From means from one end to the next, right? So think about it. All right, so we work on if x and y are two finite sets such that n of number of elements in x is 9, number of elements in y is 10, number of elements in x union y is 15. The intersection of number of elements in the intersection would be, all right, so when you add 9 and 10 would be 19, and we minus that from the union, which is 15, that will give us the intersection. So this will be 5 from 9 is 4, so 4A. All right, in the Venn diagram, X represents factors of 12, Y represents factors of 9. All right, we did this one, so we know this is 3. All right, factors of 3. This joint set, this joint, we know odd and even. We're going to look for that. Circle of that. This one, let's see if they want to trick us again. All of the students who have a cat also have a dog. All of the students who have a cat also have a dog. So we know that is a subset. So we can go circle of D. We are 2024 in the section B. Send your answer for 7. Let me see something.
Somebody wondering if I'm doing a summer start assignment with.
Well, somebody say read back the question. Let me see. Let me just make sure. All the students who have a cat also have a dog. Nah, man. We right there. We right. Anyway, send your answer for 7. Let me see something. CXC gone with Anno. CXC gone with Anno. CXC gone with Nick. CXC gone with, come on. CXC gone with someone, yeah, right? How's that? How's that to the people that send A, how's that? And this is the umpire to y'all and CXC. Back to the dugout. So they want the P union Q union S. So they want union. They want all the things. So we got two. We got list two. We got list three. We got list four. So basically D, right? Union, right? Kamisha's not doing sign language. Kamisha's taking it before TikTok. Before TikTok banned the live on YouTube on TikTok because of inactivity, right? She's not doing sign language. All right. Let's go. The shaded region represent. All right, this is a first one. The shaded region means everything outside this intersection is shaded. So let me see. We can go with P intersect Q complement. Everything outside the intersection B. Um, and 9, let me see, 9. Drop your answer for 9 in the chat, let me see. I should know when I would ask these questions. Answer for 9. So everybody that send B, everybody that send B, how's that? And this is CXC. Out. Everybody that send D, this is CXC. How's that? Back to the dugout. All right. So they want greater than 6. Greater than 6, so 6 can be included. So greater than 6 would be 7, 8. Less than or equal to 10, so 10 has to be included. So 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's no equal to part at the bottom here, so we cannot include the 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10 would be C. All right, so careful. All right, ready, mouth open, equal, greater than. Ready, back part there, this is less than, less than. This little line at the bottom is telling you equal to as well. Anyway, so let's go. Which of the following statements is true about N and M and N? M is a subset of N? Nah, man. Hold on. M is a subset of N? Nah. So M union M, M union N is equal to M. So let me see, when you combine these two, P, P, Q, Q, and R, you get M. Yeah, boy, that is true. So we can go with B. So B is the answer there, right? When you union those two, when you combine these things here, P, Q, and R, we end up with set M. So that is true. So B is the answer. All right. When you combine M and N, you end up with set M. All right. 11. All students in the class play Scrabble and checker or both. 36% of students play Scrabble only. 48% of students play checkers only. What percentage of students play both? So we back to the easy one. So we can add up 36 and 48. 36 plus 48, this will be 4 and 1, 84. 84. So that means the remainder will play both. So a minus 100 from here, you get 16, which is B. All right, this is a nice one. I like this one here. How many students play tennis but not chess? Basically, ask how many students play tennis only. All right, tennis only. So you see T is tennis. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 students play tennis only. So we can wire with C. Let me circle C, go to C. All right, we are 2025. We got one more. We got one more set of sets question. So we got which of the following sets is defined by? So we got x is greater than or equal to -2. So -2 has to be included, and also +4 has to be. So you can list all the numbers from -2 to 4. That is D. All right, send the answer for 12. Let me see something, chat. 12. Drop 12. Let me see in the chat. All right. So the people that send D, all right, the finite set, the people that send D, how's that? Turn over to CXC. Go out, y'all.
Hello.
Huh? The people that send B, infinite set, how's that? LBW, CX series, yeah, but let me go. We're going for Miss Carlos here. Television review. Says go television review. The set of positive integers divisible by 7. So positive integers is divisible by 7. That means you keep going on and on and on. 7, 14, and 21 and so on. So this will keep going on. So it's an infinite set B. So the people that send B, not out. Any cricket fans here? Any cricket fans? Any cricket fans?
Hola, hola, hola.
Okay, coffee. All right. Cricket fans will know that when the umpire do this, that means they reverse any decision, right? Anyways, let's go. We're wrapping up. We are 2025 May. All right, so which of the following sets is defined by? So we got the equal to part at the bottom here. So we move from 2, -2, all the way to 4. So we can just go D. We just did this one. All right, let me see if y'all Lord. Send y'all answer for 8 now. Send y'all answers for 8. All right. Man, YouTube, how y'all got TikTok beating ours? What is it? Hard Ben, we get the point. Good. So which of the following, see the thing is they highlight the word 2-digit because they know you're gonna while up. So they put it in bold. Which of the following is an example of a 2-digit positive integer that is divisible by 6? Example of 2. Which of the following is an example of 2-digit positive integers that is divisible by 6? So 2-digit means it will have an n. It has an n. As long as it's 2-digit, it has an n. Right? It will eventually end. There's only certain limit number of 2 digits. So we know we can go 6. No, actually, no. 2-digit would be 12 and so on. It will eventually end because 99 is the last 2-digit number, right? So this here would be a finite set, right? Which is A. 2-digit. As long as it's 2-digit, finite. Finite means it has an n. Infinite means, there is no n. Finite means there is an n. So A is the answer. 2-digit, 2-digit. All right, so wrapping up. We are 2025, right? So my last was an improper set. Google it and tell us. Anyways, union is 25. Number of elements in A is 14. B is 15. Intersection is, all right. We gotta be careful with this one. You see the add on a little sign here. So now is where the we'll involve the universal set. So the number of elements in the universal set is 25. Number of elements in A is 14. B is 15. The intersection is 6. So that means we'll add up 25. Hold on, what was I saying? 14 plus 15 This will give us 29. And then we minus the intersection, which is 6. And this will give us 3. 23, right? So 23 is the number of elements in A union B. When you add up all the elements in A and B, you get 23. So if 23 is A union B and the number of elements in the universal set is 25, the number of elements outside the union of A and B would simply be 25 minus 23, which is simply 2, which is right, which is A. All right, so we gotta be careful. All right, Abino, we get it. Come on, Abino, come. Yeah, we see it one time, right? You gotta send it enough time. All right, this one here, how many students play tennis but not chess? We did this one before, tennis but not chess. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. Which of the following set is empty? So we go look for the odd and even, and we just go on. So Q and R, Q intersect R, that is D. And this one here, this one kind of blurry. 30 students in teacher make class. This one very blurry. 16 got dog, 12 students have a cat. The remainder have neither a dog nor a cat. So this one is very blurry. We can worry it though. Have neither a dog nor a cat. So they have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. So there's no intersection between here, so we can go with D, this joint set. All right, because it said they have either a dog or a cat or none of the two. All right, they didn't tell us about the students who got a cat, got a dog as well. So, and the last set of questions on sets would be, so we got number of elements in set A is M, the number of subsets can be expressed as, so we know subset is 2 raised to the n power. N represents the number of elements we have, and in this case, we got M elements. So this is simply be 2 raised to the M power, which is B. And given that A is equal to 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, and B is equal to 6, 9, 12, which of the following statements is true about A and B is true? So let me see. B is a subset of A. So let me see. B is a subset of A. Let's see if that is true. So we got 6 here, we got 9 here, we got 12 here. All right, so yeah, we ain't gotta go too far. A lot of numbers, by. So which, according to the diagram, the number of elements in X union Y complement. X union Y complement is, so you want everything outside the union of X and Y, which would be everything on the outside. So we gotta add up all of these here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So C, 11. Which of the following statement best describes the elements of the subset? Oh, the same diagram, I see. Yeah. Element of the subset X union Y complement. X intersect Y complement. So X intersect Y complement. We know this means X intersect Y complements. This means X only, right? X intersect Y complement means everything outside the intersection and Y, which is X only, which would just be these numbers here, 2, 1, 2, and 4. So 1, 2, and 4, right? So let's see which one describes that. Factors of 4, ding, 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 ding. We can go with A. Let me see what's going on.
I think TikTok needs some blocking.
Yeah, don't block the person. Yeah, come on, hey, I'll time out. I don't block the person. Right? I never see the light, but it's something. You gonna come abuse the people on the light, man? How you gonna come? How you gonna come on the
What?
light and abuse the
Come
people in the
on,
life? Come on,
people.
uh,
How could
people, yeah, why come abuse the people on? Oh man, you see this why? Cat.
that be? This is why y'all looking to get blocked. Using people.
Anyways. We can do. We can learn. Yeah, can learn. Anyway, so let's go. Which of the following pairs of sets is an example of this joint? So we know we go we can run and look for odd and even D. And then last but not least, yeah, last question for the night. Let's see if we'll end off on a nice note. All of the students in the class play Scrabble or checkers or both. 36% play Scrabble, 48% play checkers only. Which is the most accurate. So they play Scrabble, checkers, or both. So we know there should be an intersection between them. So we know 36 and 48 plus 16, that should give me 100. So I'll go with A. All right, got 36% play Scrabble only, 48% play checkers only, and 100. If I add 36 and 48, that will give me 84, and I minus 100 from 84. I will get 16. So 16 will go in the middle because they play either or both. And that is it. We did a lot. We did a lot. Did we meet the 1,000 questions? Let me see. Now I ask you the big question. Who was here from the start to the end? I remember some of these names. So drop it.
Kumisha, Daniel, Gabriel.
All right. Yeah. Who was here from the start to the end? Let me see.
My
Anybody?
supporters in the TikTok that has been backing me up.
Who's that? Yeah. I good. Anyway, so we back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we going longer. Tomorrow is the last day before the maths. So we can pick up from where we left off. Not sure if we touch 500 questions. It sure feels like 500. Tomorrow we coming back live at 6 again. We starting at 6. So yeah, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. We beating the maths tomorrow again.
We're coming to bid farewell tomorrow.
Yes, hello, we'll have our farewell in class, not on TikTok. Right?
No,
Anyways,
no, to
folks.
our lives.
Oh yeah, live farewell. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Anyway, so see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, take care. Keep practicing. What time is it? 9. Oh my, 9:30. We started at 6. So there's how many hours? 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Anyways, so YouTube. I'll take care. I'm ending the live now on YouTube. Keep pushing. All right. Yes, Natalie said she was a force on YouTube. Correct. Big up.